Clear of the closing doors, please.
Salute everybody. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard tonight's game between the Knicks and the Bucks. I'm glad to see you here tonight. Salute to everyone joining us this evening. Let me get my background changed correctly. So salute to everyone in the chat. Maria, salute. I hope you're doing well. I hope everything's well for you tonight. So the New York Knicks take on the Milwaukee Bucks. The Milwaukee Bucks coming here on a back-to-back tonight against the 76ers coming up in Philadelphia. They won. What's going on, Jerome? Salute, Jerome. Happy Thursday over there in the Philippines for you. So I hope you're doing well, my good friend. And salute to everyone joining us. So the Knicks are at home here. They're trying to win this game and the second game of a meeting here against the Milwaukee Bucks, the defending world champions, in less than about a week. They met them a couple Fridays ago. They won that 21-point deficit that the Knicks came back and won going away. Now they play them again here now at the home court, Madison Square Garden. The Milwaukee Bucks are a little underhanded. As far as right now, I'm seeing from Milwaukee media, their starting lineups for the Bucks. You have Drew Holiday at guard, Grayson Allen at guard. They're going to play small tonight. George Hill, which I have to double check that. They're saying George Hill is going to be in the starting lineup. So it's interesting to see Holiday, Grayson, and George, the three-guard lineup here to start the game. Also, Antetokounmpo will be there at forward. And he's actually going to play the center. And our old friend Bobby Portis is the man that's going to be playing against Julius Randle tonight. Salute to Worldwide. I hope everything's good. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'm glad to see you here. And let me give you our New York Knicks lineup. The New York Knicks tonight, they're being led, of course, salute to Worldwide L and Jerome. So they're being led. Kemba Walker will be at the guard. Evan Fournier, R.J. Barrett, Julius Randle, and Mitchell Robinson. No Nerlens Noel tonight due to that strained knee. They're just going to keep him out. Todd Gibson will get some heavy minutes here. It's good to see Todd Gibson. I think the New York Knicks, my personal opinion, they match up very well against this team. It all up and down the roster. With length and size, it's kind of like a really good. Of course, they're the defending world champions. They're shorthanded. Brook Lopez and Middleton. But like I said, if you watch me on the Philadelphia watch along, it's the laundry they put in front of you to play at the moment. You go out and you beat the laundry, and don't worry about who's in front of you. Because I'm pretty sure if the foot was on the other shoe, we will be also teams will be relishing to beat us if we're missing Randle, RJ, and company. So you got to play the guys we have there. Everyone's a professional. Everyone's a pro. And, of course, we have to go out and win our game. We have to defend home court. The Knicks are our favorite, minus 3.5 favorite here at home. And the under is minus 216. So that's what Vegas is saying tonight. They're saying also minus 216 points. If you take the under, total combined at 216 points, you'll win tonight. It's going to be a good game. I think it's going to be a good game. Can the Knicks second unit, of course, always one of the keys. Second unit, run this team out of the shorthanded Milwaukee Bucks team out on a back-to-back tonight. It's going to be interesting if the starting lineup hands over a lead to the second unit. Can the second unit grow, make it grow, allow it, extend it to double digits, and can the starting unit, when they return, keep it at a double-digit pace? If the New York Knicks play their game, remember, they had a really good game at the paint. They were scoring at will against the Milwaukee Bucks last time they met. They scored at will in the paint. And also, they out-rebound this team significantly. And I was mentioning on that time when we're playing them, it's about techniques. Your rebounding is about techniques. It's about your positioning. And you got a guy like Todd Gibson, who's a solid professional, technique-wise, blocking out, and as well Mitchell Robinson and Obi Toppin, getting that good habits from a Todd Gibson schoolage and getting into positioning. And if you rebound with smartly, getting the right position, you will be successful. And this New York Knicks team will scoring at will. Look for RJ Barrett to have a phenomenal game, going to the paint, going to the glass tonight. I think he's going to have a really good game, back over 20 points, in my opinion. I just had a couple rough nights, and we'll see. So we'll get that going there. So Mitchell Robinson is in the lineup. Mitchell Robinson this season is averaging 7.2 points a game with 8.4 rebounds and 1.6 blocks. He started off the first 5 games, really, really good. And, you see him crashing. One thing you worry about Mitchell Robinson, the way he crashes to the floor, he gives his whole body. He goes all out. He dives. He hits the hardwood extremely hard. And, of course, you're going to get these bruises and these deep tissue bruises and knickknacks and knacks, and that's why you see him sometimes struggle a little bit and might miss a game here and there because he just gives it all. So let's see how the Knicks. We were looking at that 76ers game. Julius Randle played a really good game, not a great game, but a really good game. At least to carry the team here, it was the best player on the court against the 76ers for both teams. Of course, Andre Drummond had nothing to sneeze at here. He had 26 plus rebounds and almost double, and he was playing really well. But Julius Randle hit some big shots, hit some big threes, and let's see if he continues that good shooting on and efficient. He had 31 points, 12 out of 25. He wanted, and especially 5 out of 10 for 3-point land. One thing, 12 rebounds, a double for Julius Randle, and also he had 3 assists. Would love him to get a little more assists, but hey, beggars cannot be choosers. We got the victory on the road in Philadelphia, and to a serenation of Knicks fans in Philadelphia, let's go Knicks chant throughout the game. Us as Knicks fans, I'm gonna salute every one of you guys that love the orange and blue, that is a fan of this team. When you're on the road and when we go visit these teams, man, we show our force. We show who we are. We show exactly why we are Knicks fans, and kudos to every one of you guys that go out there chanting and spend your hard-earned money. I was there in the Orlando Magic game in Orlando. That place sounded like Madison Square Garden. Salute to all you Knicks fans. Take a bow tonight so far, this season, because you guys are showing and showing the love to this team, this organization on the road, and these players, and they feed off of that. And that's why, I think that's also a reason why they get up to play teams on the road, because we're as fans, we go and support them. We give them 100%. We show them that our own money is paid. We go on the road after a long day of work. Take these because I see the glare coming back out, and we show them that we are here to support you guys. And I think the team relish on it. They feed on it, and I think they enjoy playing on the road for us because we come out in droves. So kudos to everyone in every Knicks fan out there, and as well as the Knicks team for feeding off of us, our energy on the road. So salute to everyone there. So I also wanted to say salute to the Marine Corps. It's their birthday of existence. So the Marine Corps celebrates a celebration, and tomorrow we won't be on the air, but tonight we want to thank every veteran that served in all forms of military, armed forces, services. Thank you so much for every man and woman that sacrificed, that gave us all the freedoms to allow a fan like myself to sit behind a computer, a laptop, and stream this game, totally, to entertaining purposes. And, I want to thank every man and woman before me and the ones that are serving currently now and the ones that are continue to serve will serve in the future. Thank you for protecting us, protecting our freedoms, protecting our constitutions, and all our civil liberties, and all the wonderful things that makes this country, because we could be oppressed, we could be stopped from freedom of speech, and these guys, men and women, and good soldiers that went and fought and gave their lives and laid up for all of us. Salute to you guys tomorrow, to all the veterans. We salute you. We pray that you continue to get the help if you go to PST and all the other stuff, all the issues that are really not much talked about, but we support you. We appreciate every man and woman in the service. Armed forces are all around the country. So thank you. So I wanted to get that out of the way, and all night I'll be thanking the men and women in services and thanking you for our armed forces. So we salute you guys. I can't wait for the game to get started. I can't wait to get this game to call the watch along play-by-play. Of course, we'll have a few guys coming in a little later, Chef Dan, Gideon, and we'll have Mr. Wilder come in. He's also proud on Facebook doing his play-by-play as well, and watch along as well. So he's there. He'll come in through halftime, and we'll go back and forth on each other's program, each other's channels live simultaneously. So that's the wonderful thing. That's the wonderful perks of our freedoms, and the freedom to speak and freedom to go on each other's program and platforms and bless each other, with our basketball fandom. So we'll salute to you. The game is about to start about another 4 to 5 minutes. We'll get the tip off there. I'll be about 30 seconds behind. Remember, I always say in my watch along, I'm streaming a little behind. I'm streaming through the Roku app, so I have to wait here from Orlando, Florida, so I don't get it. I have the direct TV on the other TV. Don't have it on the current monitor here, so we'll get it going. We'll get every live play-by-play, every action. You won't miss it. So as they start the introductions there, the starting lineup. So, boy, this is it. This is the Knicks can't look ahead. They got to defend home court against defending champions. They got a Friday game against the Charlotte Hornets, so we'll worry about that bridge when we cross it. So the Milwaukee Bucks, the defending champions. And yes, like I said, it is George Hill, Drew Holiday, Bobby Portis, Gray, St. Allen, and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Interesting lineup. It's pretty much a three-guard lineup for Milwaukee here. Antetokounmpo is their center, and Bobby Portis. That's going to be an interesting matchup. The Knicks, for I guess one of the fewest games here, they'll have a height advantage, if you ask me. Although Kemba Walker isn't too much of a height difference there, but I like the Knicks' height advantage here. But now let's see back-to-back nights. Let's see if the New York Knicks could actually have a good win here, comfortable win. They'll see. It'll be interesting. Last time Giannis shot one of his worst games of the season, regular season, against the Knicks in Milwaukee. Let's see the Knicks defense. Could it be a combination of the Knicks defense, defensive scheme, and Giannis bad shooting? I think it was a combination of both. But let's see if that blueprint is there, and if Giannis is going to make the adjustments, and how the Knicks will adjust and make those adjustments. Oh, you can't leave the wide open shooters because they will knock the threes there. Grayson Allen, last game against Milwaukee, last time we played them, he was hitting threes early in the first half. And good to know the Knicks stopped it, closed them down in the second, but we want to make sure we keep them contained and contested three-point shots. They're going to want to shoot there. You got a savvy veteran in George Hill. I like the matchup for the Knicks when it comes to point guard with George Hill against Kemba Walker or Derrick Rose. I kind of like that matchup there. I know Holiday is in the lineup as well. We'll see how they'll play this going forward. We'll see if Holiday will be more of a shooting guard tonight because with George Hill, you want him to run the offense. So we'll just see. Covington is coming off the bench, so forth. But you got to like the last three games. Like some MSG highlights about Emmanuel quickly. He's averaging 10.3 points a game. He's 6 of 12 from three-point land. He's averaging 3 assists, and those are in 18.1 minutes. He's shooting 10 out of 21 from the field, close to just under 50%. So that young man's hard work is showing off here, and let's see if he gets in a good trend, start shooting. So we'll get this game going live from MSG, from Madison Square Garden, the opening tip once they come back from commercial break. Looks like a beautiful, beautiful November evening in New York. So salute to everyone up and down the coast, everywhere. So we salute you guys. I'm just pre-Veterans Day, the Marine Corps anniversary of their existence, and as they bring in the starting lineup in New York, they're introducing. Kudos to last night. Interesting thing about last night, you had the Duke versus Kentucky at Madison Square Garden. You had all our guys in attendance, alumni there. You also had John Wall in attendance. Why I say John Wall? Watch that. Keep your eye out on that for the John Wall buyout. And if he gets bought out and he's free, clears waivers, don't be surprised if he makes his name gets traction with the New York Knicks. I'm not saying he's going to sign here, but if there's going to be a lot of traction, a lot of finger pointing this direction to bring a John Wall in here. Don't be surprised, especially, I don't want to say let's not jump the gun on Kemba Walker as our point guard, and it's only been 11 games. And, Kemba's having his ups and downs, but I'm not saying, they look like they do need one more point guard. Just for a three-headed point guard, the same way they have a three-headed center, right now, because there's nights, when Kemba can't go back-to-back, although Quickly's doing a phenomenal job there, but you just still want to have that one more point guard who actually is a pure point guard who get people going when they're struggling, especially if Julius isn't going, trying to get him in better position and get other people involved. And if Julius don't have it, you got a point guard who can get other players and other teammates around and get them going to get a Julius. Then Julius catches on fire late. That's a win-win situation. We'll keep an eye out on that, though. I just wanted to touch that base because they were all last night in the Garden. You saw Quickly, you saw Julius and Randle, and Kevin Knox was actually sitting next to John Wall and so forth. And, it was good to see those guys there watching the game and being part of the Garden. So we should get this game going. The starting lineups are in. Of course, I told you, it's RJ, Julius, Mitchell Robinson, Evan Fournier, and Kemba Walker, the same starting five, pretty much, other than when Noel started for Mitchell Robinson tonight. So the Knicks going to have an opportunity here. That matchup between Mitchell Robinson and Bobby Portis or Antetokounmpo, vice versa, depending how they're going to change it. Hey, what's up, Kelvin? Kelvin, what's going on? I hope you're doing well, my friend. I'm doing good. Let's get ready for this tip-off. I'm glad to see you here tonight. And here we go. So Mitchell Robinson wins the tap. RJ Barrett controls it. So Knicks get the tap here. So right away, you see the size difference here on the tip-off. Here's Kemba. Here's RJ Barrett. Stolen by. It was stolen there by George Hill. So immediately a loose ball foul called immediately there. So George Hill, last time the Milwaukee Bucks played the passing lanes in the first half really well, causing a lot of turnovers and steals. So Milwaukee Bucks, one of the top leading teams so far in this early NBA season in steals, moving the ball, moving the hands, and getting in the passing lane. So they get it. And here's Drew Holiday, got picked up by R.J. Barrett, George Hill, Kemba Walker, and fights over a screen to Antetokounmpo to Holiday. Holiday drives, picks back to Portis. Portis thought about a three, has a mismatch with and a floater, and he misses. Fight for the rebound. Giannis comes up with, and no, off it. Giannis Antetokounmpo, Knicks ball there. So the Knicks team rebounding, although almost lost that loose ball there to Antetokounmpo, he knocks it out of bounds. Knicks ball here, just on the way here in Madison Square Garden. So Kemba Walker brings the ball up to Julius. Kemba passes to Fournier. Fournier to Julius. Julius is going to shoot a three and misses. Rebound, Drew Holiday. So here comes Holiday bringing it up. Holiday starting to back up. He wants to work on Kemba Walker as a one-on-one matchup. He goes to the paint and he misses. Mitchell Robinson with the rebound. So both teams not hitting here. Here's Fournier. Thought about a three. He drives. He picks out to Julius, top of the key. It's a three-pointer off the mark. Rebound, and it goes in. So three-pointer, Julius Randle gets the home bounce. The Knicks score 3-0 on a three-pointer. Salute, Daniel. I hope you're doing well, man. I'm glad to see you here. And here's Antetokounmpo. He misses. Rebound, Mitchell Robinson. Good. Boxing out by Mitchell Robinson. The technique there. Here's RJ score. RJ, and he got hit, but no call. That man cannot get a call. My God, what do they need to do? Here's Grayson Allen transition three, and he hits it. This is happens too much every game. RJ Barrett gets mauled under the basket, no call. Team comes and hit a transition three every game. Count that. Here's Kemba. Back to Julius. Julius on top of the circle. Long range jumper. It hits it. Julius Randle, no foul. This is ridiculous. This is unbearable. 3-5 here. The referees don't respect RJ Barrett. Here's Drew. Good defense by Barrett. Here's Portis. Got it by Mitchell. Back to Drew. He sets a pick. Drew Holiday spins. Mitchell Robinson is there. Blocked by Mitchell Robinson. So good block there by Mitchell Robinson asserting himself. Here comes the Knicks. Knicks up 5-3 with 9:30 here in the first. Fournier off the curl. Back to Julius. Julius is going to throw about a three. He has Antetokounmpo all over him, draping him, and he shoots a long range, and he misses in and out. That was almost in and out there. Knicks up 5-3 here with 9:20 in just started. Here's Portis and open three, and he hits it. Portis he walked right into a nice three, set him up there. Nice assist there. Milwaukee's up 6-5. So crazy-eyed Portis with a three here. 9 minutes gone by. 9 minutes left here in the first, excuse me. Here's RJ. RJ with a jumper, and he hits it right over a non-stretch hands from Bobby Portis. Here comes Milwaukee going on the try and nice play. So Portis being featured here, hitting back-to-back. He got into the paint and got in deep into the paint and put a nice move on Mitchell Robinson. Milwaukee back up 8-7. And here comes Kemba. Oh, he tried to dish it off to Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson pulled back, turnover. Nice move there by Kemba, trying to feed the big man down under. And I totally agree with your assessment. They disrespect the Knicks players. Yeah, Kelvin, this is ridiculous. Here's Holiday picked up by Fournier. And Fournier almost had that knock, but Holiday kept his dribble. Holiday goes to the paint. He shoots, and he gets the friendly bounce. So Milwaukee up 10-7. Soft rims tonight in the Garden. Here's RJ. RJ got Allen on him. RJ goes to the paint. RJ goes to the move, and he no call again. Although that was more of a wild shot. He forced that one. Here's Drew. Over to Antetokounmpo. Wants to feature him deep. He puts a move out to Grayson Allen. Wide open three, and he hits. So you can't have that. Antetokounmpo's a good passer. If you're going to double, you have to rotate. Milwaukee up 13-7. I just did call him crazy-eyed Portis. Here comes Randle. Randle jab step. He got Portis. Jab steps face back, and he hits. Julius Randle. So far early this game, Randle's feeling it. So he's hitting. He's hit 3 out of his 4 shots here Knicks still trail 13-9, and there's a turnover. R.J. Barrett swipes the ball. Here's Julius, and he's going to get fouled. So Grayson Allen fouled him. So he's going to go to the line. So Julius Randle came out aggressive. Good defense first. Defense leading into the Knicks offense here. R.J. Barrett swiping the ball away. Good hands. Actually, it hit off onto the Kupo's foot. Excuse me. And R.J. picked it up and passed it over on a fast break to Julius. He got fouled, so he's going to go to the line for 2 here. Julius going to take his first free throw. Calm, cool, collective. He hits. So he has another free throw coming up here. 13-10 right now as substitution already for Milwaukee. We got Olajay, who had a good game last night against Milwaukee, and Pat Covington comes in. So Olajay's in Covington. And they did play a really good game. They remember back-to-back for the Milwaukee Bucks. They played a really tough game with Philadelphia. And here's Randle. Misses. So he goes 1 for 2 on the line. Knicks trail by 3 here with 7:14 in the first quarter. Covington back to Antetokounmpo with 15 on the shot clock. He's going to make his move. Good job by Mitchell Robinson. He's Olajay back to Antetokounmpo. He says clear out. He wants to go one-on-one against, and he jumps over Mitchell Robinson. Misses. So Mitchell Robinson forced him to take a long jump shot, and he misses. Here comes RJ, back to Julius, back to RJ, 18 on the shot clock. RJ goes to the paint, and he gets swiped, no call. Back to Fournier, 13 on the shot clock. Fournier's going to shoot a long 3, and he's in and out. And here comes Milwaukee with the rebound. And here comes Antetokounmpo, and he Euro step. Good defense by the Knicks there. They clogged them up. Here's Kemba, back to Ryan, and here's Randle, 3, and he hits it. 3-pointer. Julius Randle coming up like a pistol hot here. And he says we need to match their energy. And timeout. Coach Budenholzer calls a timeout for Milwaukee. Even at 13, RJ Barrett feeding Julius Randle. Julius Randle coming out hot right now. So timeout Milwaukee. Julius Randle hits a couple of threes, hitting some long-range jumpers, jump backs, and going to the free throw line. So Julius Randle having a good game so far here in the early going in the first quarter. Let's see if they have given me any stats to see what's Julius Randle stats right now. And let's go with the stats. No stats yet. No stats yet. Once the stats come available, definitely, you know me, I like to give you guys the stats and like I call the rice and beans of the game to let you know what's going on. In my NBA Jam voice, he's on fire. Yes. At least my Marv Barber, terrible impersonation, but at least I tried. So timeout right now. We'll hopefully they give me some. It'll be nice to get some stats, but it's too early in the game for the statisticians to type up and print out. So no stats available. We'll check out in a little bit, probably near the ending of the first quarter. But Julius Randle on a house on fire right now. So he's on fire. Which is good to see. You know, it's good to see Julius Randle hitting threes and also good ones. He's not forcing it. He's letting the game. See, this is the difference. Julius Randle is allowing the game to come to him. He's stepping in. That was a step-in 3-pointer there that he hit. He also, you know, the good defense by actually the misfortune by Milwaukee kicking the ball off of Antetokounmpo's foot. R.J. Barrett being in the right place in the right time. Setting Julius on that fast break there. And the Knicks lately has been scoring on the fast break. That's something we were worried about earlier in the season. You know, we need them. They were one of the last teams, and I think they're still bottom end of the team in fast break points in transition. So hopefully they get these last few games. They've been running and scoring in the transition. Hopefully their percentage and in the league starts coming up. When also comes with time. Once they get to know each other and get to play comfortable with one another. Especially, you know, they'll start scoring in transition, especially the second unit. I think the second unit I would love them to lead the NBA or close to the NBA in transition scoring, especially in the second unit. I would love that. That's a stat that I will be proud of if I were to see my second unit be number 1 in that. So right now it's all even at 13. So they were showing the games last night. Of course, I've told you both Kentucky played Duke last night. And Nolan's well in the building. It was nice to see. They blocked off John Wall. So Kevin Knox quickly and Obi Toppin. So here we're coming back out of the timeout. And right, we saw earlier and here's the inbounds play here. Noah in the game. Kanakumpo, Ojale, and Covington. So I'm surprised no Thanasis Antetokounmpo. Back over, stolen by a Fournier. So here's Fournier, telegraph pass by Antetokounmpo, and he scores on a dunk. So transition, fast break point on the steal. The Knicks take the lead, 15-13. So good job there, playing the passing lane. So here's Holiday, 16 on the shot clock. Covered on his phone, covered. He's going to go for a three. So Drew Holiday steps back. Actually, a two-pointer. A long range from the corner, so even at 15 apiece there. Kemba back to Fournier. Fournier. He had Mitch for a minute. RJ Barrett shoots, and he hits on a rhythm three. Three-pointer. RJ Barrett. So he scores. Knicks up 18-15. Here's Covington. And here's Holiday. Back to Noah. He had a three, but he missed. And he goes back to Holiday. 12 on the shot clock. Barrett all over him. Barrett and Mitchell Robinson comes up with a block. So Mitchell Robinson come in the weak side help and gets a block. Knicks come back here. Here's Fournier thought about shooting a three. He had Julius. And back to Mitchell Robinson deep in the paint. Mitchell Robinson has a mismatch. Good hands, but called for a foul there on Holiday. So Mitchell Robinson has got deep in the paint, had a mismatch with Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday swiping, and he got a piece of it. Got a piece of Mitchell Robinson, so he'll call for a foul. Not in the bonus, so they'll inbound it. Here's Julius, 12 on the shot clock. Julius is going to shoot a nice three in rhythm, misses. And here's a rebound by Antetokounmpo. Knicks up 18-15 with 4:50 here in the first. And here's Oladipo coming with a three, and he in and out and hits it. So he got a favorable bounce. So we're even at 18 all as my screen goes blank for a moment. So bear with me. And bear with me, folks. So my screen went blank here. The Knicks on offense, 18 even with 4:40. So here's Kemba Walker. Bring the ball up to RJ Barrett. RJ Barrett, and they call no basket. So I don't know if there was a 3-second or wet spot. So the referees stopped the play there with 18 on the shot clock. And I guess it was because of a wet spot. Someone spilled a drink there at courtside. One of the yuppies that's sitting at courtside decided to spill their drink and cause a delay game here. Cost the Knicks a three-pointer. So as they pause to wipe out the mess that the yuppies at courtside made, 4:37. The game is even at 18 all here in the first. So you gotta like what we see so far from the Knicks. Boy, the Brooklyn Nets are hammering my hometown Orlando Magics here, 54-38. Here's Kemba, should jump and misses. After the rebound, Milwaukee comes with an opportunity to go that game, and I turned it down to be here because I'm a Knicks fan. I don't care about Brooklyn. Turnover. Nice defense there by Julius. No matter if it was comped or not, I did not want to go see the Brooklyn Nets. I am a Knicks fan. So, but kudos to the person that offered the tickets. I appreciate it. But you know what? Next time, give me Knicks tickets. Wow. Tied at 18. Beggars can't be choosers. But no, I kindly passed. I was very, very humbled to pass the game. So here's Kemba Walker. Derrick Rose at the scorer's table, doing his stretching. Here's Kemba Walker dancing. Kemba Walker doing a little dancing there. Stopped from the circle and he misses. It was a nice move there, but misses. He'll get those. Will start falling in sooner or later, folks. Ooh, nice pass there to Oladipo, but Julius Randle playing some good defense. Wow, that defense from Julius Randle. 12 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. Todd Gibson is in there, but he got picked off on the screen there. But the offensive rebound, Oladipo, back to Covington. Covington wants to fire threes, and he hits it. So he missed the first one, and he got another opportunity, and he nailed it. So you can't allow this team second opportunities, especially if they want to do nothing but shoot threes tonight. So Milwaukee's 5 out of 6 from three-point land. Knicks are 3 out of 7. So here's Julius. Julius has Oladipo on him. Julius pumps back to RJ, back to Kemba Walker. Kemba Walker with a mid-range, and he misses. And fight for the rebound. They come up with the ball. And here comes three-pointer. They hit a three. So onto the Kupo with a 3-pointer. So Milwaukee feeling it here on the road here. They're shooting really good from the 3-point line. A lot of those are not too many wide open, but onto the Kupo, if he's gonna hit threes there, you gotta let it go there because he's not known for hitting those threes. So here it is. Let's see. I knew it. I knew it was a reason I like you because you're from Barton, Florida. Gators in the house. I'm actually from Orlando. I'm in Orlando, Florida, but yeah, Florida Gators, UCF Knights here. Of course, I'm like 15 minutes away from the UCF arena, UCF Knight, although orange and blue. So, the Gators. So timeout right now. So he calls a timeout. Let's see what Thibodeau adjustments here. Milwaukee's shooting 3-pointers right now. They're falling in right now. They're a good 3-point shooting team. They as long as you contest, and what killed the Knicks in that possession of the Covington 3-pointer was the second opportunity basket. They allowed them to get a second opportunity, and they scored on that. So when you allow teams second opportunities, they definitely make them pay. I grew up 45 minutes away from Orlando. Yeah, and I know Bartow, Florida. It's heading towards the West Coast. I'm familiar definitely with your area, Kelvin. Definitely around that area. Did a lot of crispers. Crispers. That rest from the Publix area. Like when I first moved down here, we built a lot of them around that area. Oh, your kids are in Lakeland. Yeah, see, I figured the Lakeland area. Yeah, excellent, nice area, good area for especially for your children to be there. It's a really nice area in Lakeland community. So timeout here. Let's see if they give me any stats. Let's see if there's any stats if they're available right now. We'd like to see what Milwaukee's shooting from 3. They're shooting really good. I know that for a fact. Oh, we do got some stats. Milwaukee's actually shooting 85%, 6 out of 7 from 3-point line, 85.7%. Knicks are shooting 42.9, 3 out of 7. Milwaukee's shooting 56.3% on the road here, 9 out of 15. Knicks are shooting 43.8%, 7 out of 16. The Knicks, they out there right now. Remember last game we played them. We out rebound them. Right now they are rebounding us 11-5 and 1 offensive rebound. So this is where the Knicks need to clean up. And I said it's about techniques and positioning. And the Knicks got to get better on rebounding the ball. And the points in the paints are all even at 2 because Milwaukee's settling for 3-point shots currently right now. So I don't think they'll shoot hot 3-pointers all night long. We shall see. Oh yeah, my son works in Publix. I'm not a manager, but he works in Publix. Both of my sons are in there. So that's cool. That's cool. It's good too. It's a small world, Calvin. Small world. So here's Derrick Rose come in the game, and Fournier misses that pass, turns the ball over. So a little careless there. Rose put a little bit too much English on that, but Fournier took his eye off too. Combination of both. So turnover. Portis is back against Gibson. That's a good matchup there. Here's Gibson. And Portis is trying to be featured here. Gibson playing good defense. Ooh, nice shot by Portis. So maybe Portis likes to elevate his game against Gibson. So Milwaukee in an 11-0 run here. Knicks got to stop the bleeding here. Here's Rose. Back to RJ. RJ floater, and he hits it. RJ Barrett, 20-26 here. They stopped that 11-0 run here. So Knicks down by 6 here, 26-20 with 2:25 left in the first quarter. And George Hill going up, but misses. Good defense by Rose, forcing him there. Gibson back to Randle. Randle back into isolation, back to Fournier. Fournier thought about a 3. Fournier and traveling. Now they call. That was a late call for traveling after Fournier. He handed the ball to Fournier. Fournier was in his motion, and they called traveling on. Wow, that is so crazy. Lake Ontario. Wow, that's cold up there, Kelvin. So 20-26 here. And here's Noah. Noah with a dunk. Passes RJ Barrett there. He got screened, so easy basket there for Milwaukee. Milwaukee scoring in the paint. They're doing a role reversal of the Knicks here last game, getting their will at the paint here. The Knicks got to get better defensive on the paint. And here's Julius has a mismatch on George Hill, and he thought he was fouled. Moose raw rebound. So Knicks are missing here, not looking cohesive on offense. Here's Portis. Good defense by Gibson. but Milwaukee will keep possession there. So Noah just blew by RJ and dunked. No one came over to help. Burks is in the game. Gibson, that was Burks' man to draw a charge, and he allowed him. He played Olay defense. Quickly's in the game, so little by little, the second unit is coming in here, although Obi Toppin's still on the bench. They want to continue riding Julius Randle, who started off hot here. Here's Noah, and almost close to a 5-second violation there, but he got in time. 15 on the shot clock, and he's thinking about, and he jumps. He thought about a 3, but he wants to go back to Portis. 9 on the shot clock, and turnover. Saved by Covington. 5 on the shot clock. Covington is going to chuck a 3, and he hits it. Although Derrick Rose all over him like a cheap suit, and he hit it. So Milwaukee right now is having a happy birthday moment, hitting everywhere. So 16-2 run for Milwaukee. They're right now shooting hot, and they're not missing. So here's the Knicks, and the Knicks are looking totally wild on offense. Julius Randle trying to bulldozer and had that pass thrown. Got bailed out by a foul. And Giannis, another double-double, could possibly be. Dilson, I wouldn't be surprised. Here's Alex Burks in bounce. Now they need someone to come up on the bench to start scoring. Here's Rose with a floater, and he misses. And back for the rebound. Here Doze came back with it. Rose up and over, and he scores. Derrick Rose, second opportunities for the Knicks. Milwaukee tried to save the ball and passed it right into the Knicks' hands, and Derrick Rose was taking advantage of that. So he scores. Here's 22-31 here. Now the crowd gets the defense chance going. 10 on the shot clock. Portis over to Noah. 7 on the shot clock, and he's making his way. He's going to drive. Long-range jumper. Fall back. He misses. Those ball rebound, and that's a killer. Here's Covington for a transition 3. Blocked by Rose. Portis in the paint, and stolen by Alex Burks. Julius Randle comes up with a good defense by the New York Knicks, not allowing that second opportunity. No wonder why we're trailing. The jinx is in the building. Freaking Spike Lee sitting at courtside. He's a jinx. My God, what a jinx. No wonder. 31-22 here. Here comes Julius Randle. 7 on the shot clock. Game clock, 3 on the shot clock. He's got to put it up. Julius Randle off the glass, misses, and loose ball, and it comes to a quarter. 31-22 at the end of 1. So Knicks scored 22 points here, gives up 31, as Julius pleads his case to the referees and to no avail. So 31-22, Knicks give up 31 points here, a 30-plus quarter. Let's see, they have to get intensively defense, although Milwaukee shot lights out. They shot completely lights out here. They shot 54.5% for the quarter on the road. So when you're on the road, 12 for 22, that's good. That's phenomenal. If you shoot over 50% on the road, Knicks shot 45%, exactly 9 out of 20. The Milwaukee Bucks, this is why they're leading here. They're 7 of 9 for 3-point line, 77.8, and the Knicks are 3 out of 6, 42.9%. The Knicks 1 of 2 on the free throw line. Milwaukee has not gone to the line either. There weren't that many fouls. The Knicks are being on rebound 15-7, 3 on the offensive glass by Milwaukee. Then Milwaukee have scored 8 assists on 31 points. The Knicks have 5 assists on 22. The Knicks and Milwaukee Bucks both have 3 blocks. And Milwaukee has 1 steal, although the Knicks have 4 steals. They've been playing the passing lane, stealing the ball, doing well there. And the turnover battles, the Knicks have 3 turnovers, Milwaukee 5. And the points in the paint, Milwaukee only has 4. The Knicks have 6. They got to get that going. They need to score more points in the paint. The Milwaukee Bucks leading scorer actually in that quarter was Bobby Portis, 7 points with 2 rebounds, followed by Antetokounmpo only had 3 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, but he's filling it out. Drew Holiday had 4 points, 2 rebounds. Grayson Allen with 6 points. Pat Covington with 6 points. Semi Olajay with 3 points. And that was their scoring, but the 3-point ball was going in for them, and that's where we stand there. So the Rat Pack needs to get going, needs to get minutes, get going, get on the floor and start taking over this game. Let's see if he asserts Obi Toppin now in this game here. A lot of criticism from all the media outlets so far this early of the season, in different media outlets as well as content creators wanting more minutes for Obi Toppin. But where are you going to bring it when you have your main guy Julius? And I'm not saying to turn on Julius, but and maybe 5 less minutes for Julius Randle and sprinkle 2 minutes, in the first half for Toppin, and maybe 3 in the third quarter more. I don't know. We shall see how Tom Thibodeau, and that's been a lot of criticism going forward. So 31-22 for the start of the second quarter. I'll get a drink real quick. Milwaukee has possession and bring the ball up. Obi Toppin's in the game with Thanasis Antetokounmpo. George Hill over to Covington. Grayson Allen thought about it. Here's Portis. Good defense by Gibson. Here's Noah on the pass, and he passes to Gibson. Here's Grayson Allen. Thought about a 3, and Gibson fouls him. He just ran into him there with 3.2 on the shot clock, so he kind of bailed him out there. Grayson Allen. Well, the Knicks, they'll inbound this, so Gibson picks up a foul. Yeah, Obi needs a few more minutes, at least 5 more minutes. And here's to Antetokounmpo, Giannis. Here's George Hill. Hill drives and throws the ball. Turnover. So Knicks defense can bail. No, they protecting the paint here. Early going here to start the second quarter. Rose, the Rat Pack is in here. Rose, Gibson, Quickly, Toppin, and Burks. Here's Rose. Rose picked up by Thanasis Antetokounmpo over to Gibson West, a double team. And passes to Rose. Rose 7 on the shot clock. Rose driving. Rose back to Obi. Obi wide open 3, and he misses. So here comes Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen drives up in the air, and good defense by Burks, but passes again there. Here's Hill open, and rebound by Gibson. Here's Alex Burks. So good defense so far by the Rat Pack. Here's an alley-oop to Obi deep in the paint, and he is fouled. Nice pass there by Alex Burks, getting Obi Toppin deep in the paint, and he got hit. So he'll go to the line for 2. With the injuries, Obi should get some burns. You know what, Kelvin? I agree with that. So let me highlight that. Let me get all your highlights there since we got a minute before he shoots. Although it's going to be in the entry pass, so no shots. Ronnie Hood checks into the game for Milwaukee. So Ronnie Hood, limited minutes last time against the Knicks. So they'll inbound the ball here to Rose. 31-22, Milwaukee's up. Rose from the top of the circle, in and out, misses. So Rose don't have it tonight, his jumper. And here comes Hill in the early going over to Portis. Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen keeps his dribble. Grayson Allen sees Bobby Portis. Portis deep, passes to Grayson Allen from the 3. Where the hell did he get open so fast? And here's Portis, got quickly on him on a mismatch. He's trying to back him down. Obi Toppin comes in to help. Obi Toppin blocks by Obi Toppin, but they call a bailout foul here? And looks like they'll call a bailout foul. Toppin came over on the weak side to help. And Grayson Allen got hit on the wrist. He's flexing it. Yeah, definitely. By next program, I'll put that wrench on there, Kelvin. He missed it. I'll definitely put you as a moderator on next game. I got to go to my settings and do that. So definitely look for that wrench to be there next game. Definitely. Thanks for reminding me on that one. So a missed free throw here. Grayson Allen looks like he's in discomfort, holding his wrist there. So it should be interesting if he's a little injured there. They're shorthanded already, and they need their shooters. Portis hits 1 of 2 here, 32-22. So 10-point lead here. Can the Knicks cut this back down before half? There's plenty of time here. Just starting the second quarter. Obi Toppin. Obi back to Rose. Back to Quickly. 12 on the shot clock. Quickly dancing. He got Giannis on him. He goes to the glass and up and over, and he scores. Emmanuel Quickly. Nice move off the kiss the glass. So Knicks trail 24-32. 8-point game here with 10 minutes in the second quarter. Giannis, Grayson Allen. What's just interesting to see, he got hit in the wrist last time. He's driving. He loses and passes out to Ronnie Hood. 8 on the shot clock. Hood making his move. Ronnie Hood back to Giannis. What's up, EM? And he shoots and misses and rebound. So salute to EM. You're in the building. I'm glad to see you, EM Med. I'm glad you're here. And of course, everyone says hello to you there. Kelvin says hello to EM. So salute to EM. And here's Quickly with a step back 3. 3-pointer. Emmanuel Quickly. So Knicks 32-27. So Knicks showing a little run here. So they're going to have an opportunity here. Milwaukee, here's Portis, and thought about the three, Gibson, and traveling call. So Gibson's presence disrupted Bobby Portis, shuffle his feet. So Knicks will have it here with 9:09 before the half. So they show quickly on that step side three, ready to fire. So it's good to see Manu quickly shot going in here. So let's see what Grayson Allen. Oh, I can see where Grayson Allen's wrist got hit there. No call there. Wow, so no call. Knicks got away with a foul there. Wait, here's Rose bringing it up. Holiday back in the game, but he's picked up by Ojale. Ojale back to quickly has the ball now, and Ojale picks him on the switch. Gibson with a screen. Antetokounmpo back in the game. Here's Burks firing a three, and that's good. 3-pointer. Alex Burks. Knicks trail by 2. 32-30. So timeout. Budenholzer. So it says if we start clicking, we're going to be tough handled. Yeah, I agree. Especially the second unit, the Rat Pack starts hitting those threes like that and starts playing that defense they've been playing. Then the Rat Pack brought the Knicks back in here. The Knicks were trailing by double digits, and the Rat Pack cut it to a single possession game here. So timeout Milwaukee. I think it's gonna be a 20-second timeout. To be honest with you, no, they didn't call timeout. They just had a stoppage game here. Here's Antetokounmpo on Gibson. Antetokounmpo, good block by Rose, but Antetokounmpo stood with the loose ball. Here's Hood with a 3-pointer, and that's good. Rodney Hood, wide open three. So second opportunities here. The loose ball happened to favor Milwaukee, and Antetokounmpo, good passer, found Hood in the corner. Milwaukee up by 5. Here's Obi back to Burks. Burks 11 on the shot clock. Burks is going to fire 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound on Antetokounmpo. So Knicks don't continue. They need to continue scoring in the paint. We love the 3-ball, but now you need to sprinkle it. So here's Hood, 14 on the shot clock. Grayson Allen driving, passes to Jrue Holiday, wide in the corner by himself, campaigning, and he misses. So no avail. So here's Burks back to Rose. Rose has Jrue Holiday. Rose with a burst of speed, and he was fouled. No foul, but he got the loose ball back, and they say Toppin was out of bounds. So I thought there was a whistle there, but my apologies. But Obi Toppin stepped out of bounds, turnover. Mitchell Robinson will come back from good minutes from Taj Gibson on the floor tonight. Like always, a serviceable pro. One of the heart and soul of the team, if you ask me. So here's the Knicks with the ball here, 7:50. Antetokounmpo are working against Mitchell Robinson and triple team there. Back to Grayson Allen. Did they call a foul on the floor? So they call a Mitchell Robinson foul. And let's see where the foul was. Antetokounmpo hit him with an elbow and pushed off with an elbow, and they called the foul. Mitchell Robinson, wow. Salute. I hope all's well there. Hope you're doing well, Hector. We'll appreciate you here. Here's Grayson Allen. Ooh, deep turnover. New York with a good defense. Here's 7:30 here. Milwaukee up 35-30. Quickly. Thought about the 3, but he's holding. 7:20 here. 11 on the shot clock. Here's Rose. Rose driving. Rose, long-range jumper. And in and out. Antetokounmpo comes up with the rebound. Here's Antetokounmpo over to almost Ronnie Hood. Hood thought about 3, but bad pass. If he passed it perfect, he would have hit. And Hood still shoots it. And loose ball. Milwaukee second opportunity. Grayson Allen and hits off the mark. Deep rebound. Another offensive rebound for Milwaukee. Here comes Jrue Holiday. Holiday has Rose. Holiday thought about it. Back out to Olajay. Olajay wide open for 3. Misses again. So the shots that were going in, are they going to call loose ball on Obi Toppin? Are they going to bail out, or they're going to call loose ball on Antetokounmpo here? Yeah, that comes tomorrow. My barber asked me not to shave, so it's also no shave November. So my barber told me please don't shave. He's got something special that he wants to do tomorrow. So salute to my main man, my stylist Alex. I'll be seeing him tomorrow. This will be all gone. This is just for the longest I have facial hair. Yeah, it's the off season. New York, no, you know me. I'm a Yankee through and through. Always clean shave, and due to the petition of my barber, asked me not to shave. He wants to do the shaving, or I don't know. He has some products or something special he wants to do. So you know what? No problem. And it's no shave November. No shave November. No shave November. But I definitely tomorrow when I see Alex is gone. Everything's gone. I hate facial hair. I dislike facial hair. This is the most hairy on my face you're going to see. So enjoy it. Take a picture, take a snapshot. Uh, and because this is the most facial hair you're going to see me with for a while. Unless if he styles it, but I don't think so. I don't like facial. I dislike facial. It's just me. I think I'm a Yankee through and through, and I gotta have clean shaven. But I do have to keep the sideburns though. When I grow hair, when I don't have to fade, I do like to have my sideburns though. I won't play for the Yankees because they don't let me have my sideburns. I fall out. So timeout right now. So I don't know what the call was on the floor there, but but it's a funny moment here. Boy, what about that game a couple of nights ago between Minnesota and the Memphis Grizzlies with the Karl Anthony Towns deep three? Wow, that's still puzzling. I'm watching a little bit of the highlights there. I was watching that live with myself and Chef Dan, and when he hit that three, Karl Anthony Towns, like whoa, from all the way in the corner. That was despite the fact that they didn't win that game in overtime, but man, what a valiant effort by that young man, the pride of the Dominican Republic, a New Jersey native, Karl Anthony Towns. So we'll come back here. Milwaukee's up 35-30 with 6:47 in the second quarter, right before halftime. Good thing the Knicks were down double digits. They came back as the Garden honors the United States Marine Corps Reserves tonight. Of course, it's their anniversary of existence, so salute to the Marine Corps. And tomorrow, Veterans Day. Thank you to all our veterans. Been saying all through the night, thank you for all you do for protecting this nation and protecting our freedom. So salute to everyone. Happy Veterans Day tomorrow. We won't be on the air, but just for the MMA program, we'll be. Hopefully, the boys will get their MMA takes. The Madison Square Garden fight. I want to thank my correspondent for giving us the live videos and pictures at the Garden. He had so much fun. He told me the place was rocking for that Kobe Covington Usman fight and so forth. So here comes the Milwaukee inbound the ball, so they kept possession there. Salute A and B. I hope you're doing well. Here's Drew Holiday. And nice defense by Rose. Misses. Quickly comes up with the rebound. Quickly to Rose. Rose full head of speed, but he slows down there. He had Ojale on him. And Rose shoots a three. And he rises and he hits three-pointer. Derrick Rose. 35-33. Here's Antetokounmpo full head of speed. And nice. But he misses. Good defense by Mitchell Robinson to not foul. Here comes quickly. Back to Burks. Burks transition three. And it hits in rhythm. Three-pointer. Alex Burks. Knicks take the lead. 36-35 with 6:07 here. The Knicks now in this quarter 5 out of 10 from shooting. Milwaukee 1 for 11. Here's Olajay from the three, and he hits it. He answers it. So Milwaukee right back takes the lead here, up by 2, 38-36. Fast-paced action here in the last 2 minutes here. Here's quickly, 15 on the shot clock, quickly dancing, quickly drives, float in the paint, and he scores. Emmanuel quickly ties the game up, 38 all, with 5:40 left before the halftime. The Rat Pack, yes indeed, Kelvin. The Rat Pack is cloring. Here's Drew Holiday. Drew Holiday has Mitchell Robinson, and he passes by him. So Mitchell Robinson led out there. Didn't think he was going to get by him that quick, although Mitchell Robinson grabbed his hamstring a little. So keep an eye on that. But 40-38 there. Rose, guarded by Antetokounmpo, and he got Mitchell Robinson with positioning. And here's a foul, and Olajay fouls Mitchell Robinson down to the floor. Nothing egregious there, just a good hard foul. So Mitchell Robinson is okay. It was just a good solid foul to put him down on his floor, not allowing an easy basket. He had good position on Covington. And no, just a really good foul, a really good NBA foul. So I don't know if they called offensive foul. Excuse me, offensive foul on Mitchell Robinson for pushing off on Covington. So 40-38 here. Here's Antetokounmpo who pushed Derrick Rose. Nothing was called there. Here's Covington, and he misses. And here comes the rebound by Julius. Julius back in the game here. Julius Randle, who started off hot there. Julius into a corner again, double team, back to Burks. Burks wide open for three, and that's off the mark. Covington with the rebound. So here's Holiday backing up quickly immediately, wants to go isolation. And here's Burks to help out, but he leaves Noah wide open and misses. Rebound by Derrick Rose. Milwaukee up 40-38 here with 4:30 before the half. Rose directing traffic here. He wants to get Julius. and they want to go isolation, but here comes a double team, and Guru and Julius double team here, passes it to Burks. Burks drives, Burks over to Julius, back to Julius, steps back three, and what they call here, they call a moving violation, a pick, and he goes and Julius for nothing here. So the referees, they turn over Knicks, they offensive foul. So Milwaukee's in the bonus. So let's see. And Burks, because Burks bumping into, and that's Olajay just sacrificing his body. No free throws yet. Antetokounmpo will bring the ball up here with just over 4 minutes before the half. Kupo against Mitch Robinson, back to Olajay. To Noah, and back to Antetokounmpo, wants to shoot a three, and he baited Mitchell Robinson. No call. Wow, the Knicks got away with that one. As much as I kill the referees, they got away with that one. Here comes Fournier. He got Mitchell Robinson up in the air, so here's RJ Barrett back in the game. Julius Randle, one-on-one. Here comes a double team and semi-double team. They made him shoot a long-range jumper, and what's the call here? So they call 3 seconds or a foul. So they bail him out. There was 5 on the shot clock. Olajay, don't know if he got fouled or it was a 3-second violation. So Antetokounmpo, let's see that play by Antetokounmpo. He steps back, and Mitchell Robinson fought. And it was Fournier misses the free throw on a legal defense. So Knicks got bailed out there. That was a foul. As bad as the referees for both teams for around the league all season, they stink. It's me. I have the referees extra terrible. They're super terrible, Kelvin. They're super terrible. They're atrocious. Here's Kemba into Randle, and long jumper over, and he hits it. Julius Randle ties the game up at 40 apiece. So he thought he was hit before he had contact. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here back to Covington. Julius Randle with 13 points tonight. Here's George Hill back in the game to Covington. Covington drive, and good steal by Fournier back to Portis. Portis is going to open three, and he hits it. So a loose ball happens to find the guy in the right place, and the Knicks thought they had the steal, and they were heading the other direction for transition, and got caught and got hit with a three. So Milwaukee back up by 3. Here's RJ Barrett back to Randle. Portis all over him. Randle backing in, semi-double team. Here's Fournier. They're passing the ball nicely around there. Back to RJ, and they call a foul. So Milwaukee get called for a foul there. They all swarming to the defense. So 43-40, timeout right now on the floor. So that Thibodeau calls the timeout. So let's see. I'm looking at the play in this monitor, and yep, Fournier got hit with a foul there. So 2:48 here before the half there. Knicks trail 43-40. Pretty back and forth seesaw game so far here. Knicks goes on a run. Milwaukee goes on a shooting run. That's a back and forth here. And let's see the stats. It's not an updated stat. It's still telling me at 40 apiece. Where they're trailing 43-40. So let's see what we got here. Milwaukee is actually shooting 15 out of 40. They're shooting 8 out of 20 from 3-point land at 45%. The Knicks are shooting 15 out of 33, 45.5%, 50% from 3, 7 out of 14 from 3-point land. So we'll get the stats. We'll go over the stats at halftime because it's just about 2 minutes, so I won't be redundant with that. So we'll leave the stats for halftime when halftime comes here. So timeout right now. Although it's telling me, why is it telling me 43-40? But it's telling me 40 even, but we'll see when we come back here. And it says, as long as we stay close, we got this. Yeah, Kelvin, I believe so too. With that referee issues, there was some really bad calls, especially also yesterday. I watched at least 3/4 of I watched most of that Milwaukee and 76ers game last night. There was a call where Sam Cassell was screaming at the ball players, and the referees thought it was him, and they issued him a technical foul. And usually when they hand a technical, they never rescinded. They rescinded their technical foul on Sam Cassell for 76ers. So I found that weird too. You saw the fans in Philadelphia, of course, they're so classy. They were chanting to the refs, obscenities to the referees and so forth. They weren't too happy with the refs last night either. So all around the league, they've been atrocious. They need to be held accountable. They need held accountable. I've been on my soapbox that Dana White, UFC president and owner, yes, the UFC should be the one in charge of the referees officials today. Then, and that's a joke. I'm just joking though, but I'm saying because Dana White in the UFC card in Abu Dhabi 267, the refereed a preliminary fight. He was horrible, terrible. Almost, especially in a referee, you could cost someone's life. Let the fight go on a little too long, that expected and so forth. And as soon as the fight was over, he says, "You ain't refereeing no more all night." And he pretty much fired him on the spot there, or held him accountable. So he still works for the UFC, but not for that card. Here's Julius shooting him, and he misses. Not a good play off of that timeout there. Julius with the too much heavy isolation. Julius is trying to play hero ball here when it's a team rhythm, and it wasn't called for. It's a close game, but here's Covington. Here's Olajay with the misses. So rebound. So Knicks need to continue dominating scoring in the paint. So Julius with 2 minutes and 15 seconds here before the half. Knicks trail by 3. Julius wants to play two-man game with RJ. RJ has Portis on him. He looks up, 2:07 on the shot clock, and he's going to shoot a long range, and he misses. So not a good shot for RJ. Should have went to the basket, although he has the height. Portis has the height, but he also has the speed advantage on him. So here comes the Knicks on defense. Back to Portis. Portis is going to shoot a 3 over, and he misses. So Knicks has a chance here. Milwaukee's a little cold here. Here's RJ. RJ goes to the basket off the glass, misses, and they call a foul here. They bail him out. So RJ Barrett got a call finally. And you know what? Out of all the calls, that was the most softest call that bailed out RJ Barrett. There's been calls where RJ's been whacked and really hit extremely egregious. No calls. This one wasn't much of a call. Wasn't much of a contact, and he's going to the line for 2, though. He misses the first free throw. So not a good sign when RJ Barrett misses a free throw here. He's trying to get back out of his slump here with 1 minute and 43 here. Knicks trail by 3. You got to hit the points on the free throw line. And RJ goes 1 for 2 from the line. Knicks trail by 2, 43-41 with 1 minute and 40 before the half. So the New York Knicks, Kemba Walker's in the game here. George Hill passes it to Covington. Fournier all over him. 12 on the shot clock. Pass to Portis. Thought about a 3. Drives, mid-range jumper, and he hits it. So Bobby Portis passed the 3, took a couple of steps in and hit a long-range side jumper, and extends it to 45-41 here with 1 minute and 15 before the half. Kemba Walker to Fournier, back to Julius. Julius Randle. They're going to look like they want to give him a light double team. Fournier passes a 3, back to Julius. Here comes the help. Back to Fournier. Fournier ready for a 3 and is off the mark. So the Knicks got to hit those 3 if the Milwaukee wants to double, take the ball out of Julius's hand, and wants to make the Knicks beat them from 3-point land. So they got to get their shooting going in the second half. Here's Antetokounmpo for 3, and that's off the mark. And that's a loose ball foul there. Oh, and he pushed off Olajay off of Barrett. So Knicks will have it with 50.9 seconds here, trailing by 4. So actually, they're in a bonus. So New York are they in the bonus, or they're going to? Let's see. Yep. So RJ Barrett will go to the line here for some free throws. Loose ball foul on the defensive end. Barrett misses another free throw. So Barrett has missed 2 free throws so far here. He's got another free throw coming. Grayson Allen comes in here. Milwaukee's going to want to chuck a 3 before and try to extend this lead here. And Barrett goes 1 for 2, 42-45. 3-point lead here with 49 seconds here before the half. George Hill brings the ball up. Kemba Walker all over him. Back to Portis, wide open 3. And that's good. So if you leave the shooters wide open, you knew Milwaukee was going to come try to shoot that 3, and the Knicks bid on that. Portis with the 3, making them pay here. So 40 seconds left here. Knicks trail 48-42. Julius. Now Julius is going to he passed on 3. Here's Kemba. And Kemba misses. So Julius wanted to go for the 3, shot it over to Kemba. The Knicks didn't have to force that 3, but they did. They're going to go 2. They went 2 for 1. I could see that. 49-42 with 15 on the shot clock. So you got like 6 difference on the shot clock, the game clock. Here's Grayson Allen. Allen bounce past the Kumpo, and the Kumpo to George Hill from the corner, and the Milwaukee's hitting the 3s now. So now they extend the lead just like that. 9-point game. The Knicks were down by 1, missing a couple free throws. I down by 3, missing a couple free throws. Milwaukee hits back-to-back threes here, and they extended to 9 before they go to the half. So that's a big break there for Milwaukee. You got to like that on the road. Here's Julius one-on-one with Portis. Julius is going to muscle up a 3, and he misses it. So that not a way of close. I don't like the way they close out the game. That's disappointing. That was disappointing the way they close out. And they have held Antetokounmpo with just 3 points in this game, 1 of 6 for the field. This is the second game against the Knicks. Antetokounmpo is having a pedestrian, or actually he's having a really bad game here. And it's the Knicks defense, the way they swarm, their game plan, but the shooters around the Milwaukee Bucks came up to shoot, especially Portis. Especially when you're in transition, you leave Bobby Portis open. He played here for a year here in New York, and he knows the lights, he knows the angles here. He knows the court very well, and he's hitting threes. You left that George Hill wide open on the corner on the shortest three-pointer in the NBA, and wide open, uncontested. They're going to knock him in there. So let's see the Knicks make the adjustment. They go to the half there, trailing, and we'll get the stats up once they refresh everything here. And they're trailing now. They're trailing. They allowed Milwaukee to put a nice lead on them. So once the stats get refreshed and everything, I'll start reading them in there, and we'll start getting going on the stats. And it's still not even been refreshed, so I'm not going to give you the wrong stats. Tibbs took the Rat Pack out. They had to kind of Kelvin just a little bit there before they ran out of gas. I was okay. You know what? With that move there tonight, with Thibodeau going to the bench, I'm okay with that. Obi didn't really show any flashes this today. Though didn't show too much of a flash. Although Burks was playing well, Rose quickly was playing a little good there. Now, the only thing that is going to be a little puzzling, because now we're not going to see him until like 3 minutes left in the third quarter. So they're going to have all this time off, and then you're expecting the Rat Pack to come in here and be a house of fire when you have a lot of time there. Will Thibodeau go 6 minutes into the third, substitute a little early, or 7, or just sprinkle some of the Rat Pack in with some of the starters, tonight. That'd be interesting to see. But he usually goes around 3 minutes into the left in the third before he even brings anyone off the bench. So hopefully they don't get into that third quarter of doom. They're trailing right now, so we don't want to see them shooting threes and trying to chuck 3-pointers from Julius and taking or trying to be hero ball. Yes, it's good when it goes in and we get excited, but Julius don't need to do this. He's got talent around him. Julius don't need to play hero ball. He needs to trust his teammates and play. I understand he's our number one guy but there's times that by him doing that, he takes the rhythm away from other players. And how do you expect them to get back, or his starting unit to get back, if they're not, involved in the game? And then you see the difference when the Rat Pack comes in, the bench, and they all play in sync and everyone in continuity. You see how they come in and they excite and energize the team because everyone's involved. And then when the starters come back, it gets heavy ISO with Julius and other teammates like Kemba, Fournier are not having the night because Julius is. I'm not saying he's stopping the ball. He's not ball hogging, but he's not keeping his players in rhythm, in continuity. So we would like to see from last year's Julius Randle is when he had high assist game, get his teammates involved. In other ways, and I haven't seen Julius Randle go to the basket or to the hole, all game. He's shooting well. He's our leading scorer, but I don't see him attacking the paint, attacking the rim at all. And he needs to add that. I want him to do that. He did that in Milwaukee. And he didn't have such a great game, but he was attacking. That third quarter in Milwaukee, he kept going to the paint and getting to the foul, free throws, and he added that extra arsenal, becoming a 3-level scorer. Tonight, he's settling for too many jumper, heavy isolation, and Milwaukee's saying, you know what, we're going to double team you. We're going to let you pass the ball to your teammates. And, of course, he could have more assists, especially a couple 3-pointers that Fournier missed and Kemba missed, and a couple missed 3-pointers that would have been as assists for him. And he would have had a pretty, he left about 4 assists on the table as well. So we can't knock him completely and say, well, we want to see him assist the ball and get the ball out of his hands. Because when he passes out of the double team, his teammates need to make the Milwaukee Bucks pay for their double teaming, allowing them open. That's the big difference, because Milwaukee, we're stopping Antetokounmpo with only 3 points, but their 3-point shooting from Milwaukee is phenomenal. They're shooting 12 out of 25. Making the Knicks pay, although the Knicks are not that bad, 7 out of 17, but it comes at the crucial moments when they need to hit the three, they're not hitting it. So they got some good games there going on. Cavaliers and Wizards playing tonight. You have Memphis, Charlotte playing tonight. Charlotte is the final game of their road trip before we head down to Charlotte on Friday night. So Charlotte, they're having a terrible road trip. One of the really bad ones. So they're gonna come out. Home cooking. They're gonna be ready to go. So that's not gonna be an easy game on Friday night. But right now we got the Milwaukee Bucks at home. You have New Orleans and OKC. OKC with a losing streak. New Orleans on a 7-game losing streak. So two teams that are struggling going at it there. They're playing tonight. You see Orlando hosting the Brooklyn Nets here in my hometown in Orlando. That's on going around. A good game tomorrow night will be Clippers and Heat. And it says attention Leon Rose, 42 points and a half is not cutting it. Last year's team was better. Yeah, this is the first time. I'm glad you mentioned that, MD, EM, because this is the first time in all season. I think this is their season low of the half. Usually they're scoring over 50 plus points at the half. This is their season low in scoring before the halftime. So good thing you pointed that out. I'm glad you pointed that out there. Thank you for that aspect. 51-42, they were held 42 points. Yeah. Right up once again, the Knicks gave up a 30 plus point quarter, and hopefully the defense got better. They held Milwaukee to 20 points. They had them scoreless for a while there, but the Knicks offense is not right now clicking. And this was mostly, and these 20 points in that second quarter was mostly read by the Rat Pack, aka the second unit. And the starters, they got them. There's like no cohesion on the offense. They're not moving the ball. You don't see them in motion. You don't see a lot of picks and moves and going to the rim. They have an advantage right now. Antetokounmpo is playing center. Bobby Portis. There is no rim protector. Go score in the paint. You should not have 10 points only in the paint. You should be up scoring close to 20 plus points in the paint. And you're getting our rebound, 28-18. And that was the reason why we beat Milwaukee on last Friday night on the road, because we were out rebounding them. And we're getting a taste of our medicine. We're getting our rebound by 10, 28-18. Milwaukee Bucks are shooting 41.3%, 19 out of 45, and the Knicks are shooting 16 out of 39, 41%. Now, you shouldn't be shooting 41% on your home court. You should be shooting close to 50 or 40, high 40s, or close to 50% at home. They're also shooting 6 out of 17, 41.2% from three-point land. Milwaukee's 48%, 12 out of 25. The Knicks have also, here's another number that is alarming. The Knicks have gone to the free throw line 7 times, only hit three free throws. They lost 4 points on the free throw line, given away, and they have given up 7 offensive rebounds. Milwaukee has scored 14 assists. Out of those 51 points, 14 came with some really good assists. The Knicks have 7 assists out of the 42 points. That's the big difference. They're not assisting. They're not sharing the ball around and getting everyone involved. The Knicks got 5 steals though, and they have 7 turnovers. Milwaukee has 8. So the Knicks are not capitalizing on those turnovers. So even at that, they're just 2-point difference. If they score on every turnovers, if you want to say the points from the turnovers. And some of them might be those are turnovers the Knicks do. They're mostly transition threes that Milwaukee's hitting there. So they're making their turnovers count to the New York's and the New York are not counting and making them pay. And of course, 18-10 on the points in the paint when you have no true center. Although Milwaukee's not known for having a good true center, a rim protector per se, but the Knicks should be attacking. They should be dominating the paint. Another Mitchell Robinson done some good things. He has some blocks. He's been moving around and surveying, playing, moving his feet, but he's not making his impact known in the paint. This is a game where he should be dominating and frustrating and having offensive putbacks, rebounds, and causing havoc in the paint down low. And right now, Mitchell Robinson is not really. You don't feel an impact with him. You don't feel he's making an impact right now, especially a young man that wants to get paid. With the contract coming up and no impact. He's coming back from a sore hip. Maybe he's not 100% healthy there, but still, you have a size disparity. You should be making an impact for a man his height. He's got no points. Mitchell Robinson is shut out, no points, 5 rebounds, 60 minutes. But you could say he's held collectively with his teammates under the Kupo to only 3 points. So you could see where it could be a wash. He's playing 5 rebounds, so forth there. Julius Randle started off hot in the first quarter. He 13 points. in 17 minutes. He has 3 rebounds, no assists. Although Julius Randle left a couple assists on the table when from his double team passing to wide open men, and they weren't hitting their threes though. And those are a couple assists that they left off the table. RJ Barrett not playing good again, another concern. Although he has 9 points though in 15 minutes with 2 rebounds, missed 3 free throws tonight, and a couple 3-pointers that he missed in rhythm that he normally likes to hit in rhythm. Stepping into being fed route, not there, not going too much to the glass. Again, I don't know why they're not attacking the glass. Maybe they want to wait for the second half to attack the glass and pose their will. Also, what could be in his back of his mind is that maybe he's not getting calls, and he says, I don't want to be a detriment to the team if I'm going to the glass, to the paint, and I'm not getting calls and I'm turning the ball over. Maybe he's shying away from not going to the paint and goes, what's the point if they're not going to call the whistle, and I'm just going to turn up the ball over, and they're going to contact and hit me and get bruised up with no calls, and I'm not going to get rewarded at the line. Maybe that's maybe that's in his head that, I'm not going to get the call, so why work and bang up and get myself all bruised up and banged up getting to the paint when I'm not going to get rewarded. Maybe I'm just, I'm not in his head, so I'm just hypothetically, I'm guessing. But he also has 9 points. Evan Fournier, not a good night here. Two points only with 2 assists. He needs to get going. He needs to start hitting some of his shots. It's okay. You don't need to settle for all threes. You could take some mid-range, get closer to the basket, some floaters. Evan, we need you to get on the points here. And another point from the starters. You can't have you only got 2 points from Evan Fournier, no points for Mitchell Robinson, no points for Kemba Walker. So you're basically playing 3-on-5 out there. No points from Kemba, only has 2 assists in 13 minutes. Rose with 5 points off the bench in 11 minutes with 2 assists. 2 rebounds and an assist. Brooks has 6 points. He hit 2 3-pointers. He had a rebound in 10 minutes. Emmanuel Quickly with 7 points, rebound, assist, 2 rebounds, and 8 minutes. Taj Gibson, also no points on the floor, but he's giving you 3 rebounds. But Gibson, when it comes to Gibson, Mitchell Robinson, doing a phenomenal job switching back and forth with Antetokounmpo. Only has 3 points from Antetokounmpo right now. So he's not really taking over. He's not being an impact player. Obi Toppin right now in 7 minutes only has an assist. No impact yet either. And the thing is, if Obi Toppin doesn't have an impact, Thibodeau keeps his leash so short. And I don't know. It's like, to me, he just, I don't know what is it that he doesn't want. It's like the Knicks don't want Obi Toppin to succeed here. What's the deal? I mean, because they don't want to feel the heat from the fans because of Julius's struggles, or I don't know what is it? How much more stuff perfect does Obi Toppin need to be? The first sign of a mistake, he's yanked. And then he's benched. You drafted him number 7 or 8 a couple years ago. He's already a full year now. You let him. You pretty much played him with training wheels last season. It's time to take off a little bit of the training wheels on Obi Toppin, if you ask me. One thing I didn't get a chance to draw a podcast or talk about was, hey, the other night RJ Barrett got benched in the 4th quarter last time. He didn't play the game against the Cavaliers. And I'm not saying but you know what? If you could bench RJ for a full 4th quarter, and I'm not saying I want to see Julius Randle get benched for a quarter, but you could bench Julius Randle too for at least about half a quarter just to send a message. It's okay. I understand Thibodeau needs him because he's an all-star, only all-star in the team. But you know what? If he's not showing it or he's not playing or not cutting it, you need to send a message. Hey, buddy, you're going to be benched. You're going to, I got to put someone here who wants to give me maximum effort, especially you're not seeing that effort on defense. And tonight is not the case. Tonight, Julius Randle is playing a pretty good game. But I'm just saying, if RJ could get benched, others should get benched well, especially when, and Obi Toppin makes a mistake and you don't see him at all. I don't think Frank is having that much of an impact in Dallas, Kelvin. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not following the Mavericks too much, but hey, good for him there. It wasn't going to work out here in New York no matter what. Even if he was on this team, he would be right there next to Kevin Knox, playing a real good center bench. He'll be all NBA center bench along with Kevin Knox playing it. First team all NBA bench, and with Tom Thibodeau on. So good for him that he went to Dallas and hopefully he gets some playing time. I hope he does play well. I hope he does resurgence his career. Because there'll be a waste of a talent for that young man to be in the NBA and sit behind benches and not play at all. So He came here with high expectation, didn't live up to it. A little bit of his fault, a little bit of back, a lot of it. We could go on and on for a good time talking about Franklin Aquino, why it didn't work out, or was he set up in the system to fail, and so forth, and him not, a whole night with Franklin Aquino on that. But good for him. He's doing well in Dallas. Not my cup of coffee player. I'm gonna be totally transparent and honest. I'm not a Frank. I don't like Frank, but I am happy that he is getting playing time in another organization, and I hope he does well. Seriously, I hope he does well. But I wasn't keen on, especially with all the players that we saw pass, the Knicks pass prior to him. It didn't make sense for the Knicks to pick him. To pick him at that height where they picked him. Him and Reggie both, and kept New York West. Yeah, absolutely. They're actually playing a good. They're playing the Bulls tonight. If I'm not mistaken. That's a good matchup. So we start the quarter here. So here's Drew Holiday off the key, and Drew Holiday misses. Rebound Mitchell Robinson. So let's see if the Knicks can come out here. They trail 51-42 here. R.J. Barrett back to Julius, back to Barrett. 15 on the shot clock. Barrett has Antetokounmpo on him. Back to Randle. Randle has Portis. Kemba drives. Kemba is going to take a long-range jumper, pull up, and he hits it. Kemba Walker. So right now the Knicks come up 44-51 here. So nice pull-up jumper from Kemba Walker in rhythm. So that should be Julius Randle's first assist. Here's Grayson Allen. Pines. Drew Holiday thought about a three. Back to Allen here. 10 on the shot clock. Fournier. Allen drives. Packs up to Portis. Portis with a wide open three and misses. And loose ball foul. R.J. Barrett pushes out to the Cooper in the back, right in front of the referee there. So yes, he did push off there. So loose ball foul here. Let's see if they reward him with free throws. There's going to be a side out there. Looks like 14 on the shot clock. So no. So Milwaukee keeps possession. Antetokounmpo. Top of the key here. Bounce back to Grayson Allen. And good pick by Antetokounmpo. And he hits Grayson Allen off for the pick there. Bad rotation there by Julius. He should have rotated his man there. So you can't leave these guys wide open. Back to a 10-point lead here. So every time we'll see. Hopefully the Knicks, when they try to make a run here, Milwaukee doesn't come up hitting these big threes. And that's good set offense. Here's RJ. And here comes now the referees are calling this a little bit too ticky-tack. Court foul here. Yeah, all former Knicks on the Dallas Mavericks. You're right. There's a lot of former Knicks there. And inbound play here. And RJ. Good pick there by Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson exerted himself and he scores. That's what we need to see. Go to the glass. Can we see Mitchell Robinson get on the board here and make an impact down in the box? So right now, 46-54. Here's George Hill. Driving, George Hill. Mitch Robinson stood with him there. Here's Grayson Allen dancing. Back to Portis. 8 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo picked up. And he's going to shoot a three. Randle there, and he misses it. Fight for the rebound. And, they call a loose ball foul. So Portis gets hit with a loose ball foul. Good hustle there by Fournier, staying with that play there. Knicks will have it. 10:06 here in the third. Knicks trail 54-46. Here's Kemba Walker, bring the ball. Julius has it. Back to Fournier. Back to Mitchell Robinson. The ball moves, behind the three-point line. We want to see the ball move in the paint. And here's Fournier. I missed on that play there, so I apologize on that call as Fournier shoots and misses. Rebound Milwaukee. So 54-46. Here's Antetokounmpo. Back to Holiday. Holiday drives. Back to Portis. Back to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen is going to miss in and out. Here's Randle. Shows to RJ. RJ head of the pack. RJ got held. So they'll a foul. Not a clear path foul, though you had a man in front of RJ Barrett to beat. But Antetokounmpo with his long arms fouls to stop the play. George Hill was ahead of the pack there. So no clear path foul. Smart play by Antetokounmpo there. Side inbounds for New York. Fournier with 23 on the shot clock. Kemba Walker. Kemba has Antetokounmpo on him. Kemba directing traffic here. Back to Randle. Randle dances. Randle drives wild to RJ Barrett in the corner, misses. So rebound, Milwaukee, so they'll bring the ball up. Holiday. He thought about shooting it onto the Kupo, up in the key, back to Holiday for a three, and in hits it. So onto the Kupo made the wide decision, stop from the three, hits Holiday there, and he hits a three-pointer. So Milwaukee's still shooting good three here, coming out of the break. Mitchell Robinson freezes with the ball, back to Fournier. So and it makes offense is stagnant behind the three-point line. A lot of ball movement behind the three-point line and nothing to show. Oh, here's Randle for a three, and that's off the mark. That's not going to win games, my friend. So 57-46. Here's Antetokounmpo. And he's going to shoot from the circle, and he hits. So right away, Milwaukee quickly hits their shots. Playing smart offense, playing good basketball here, 59-46. And timeout Thibodeau. So here comes the third quarter. Another the flat three quarters. The Knicks are settling for three-point shots. There's a lot of ball movement behind the three-point line. A lot of curls, a lot of here. Everyone hot potato behind the three-point line. And nobody's going into the box there. You have an advantage. You don't have a true 7-footer in this game. There is not a 7-footer, not a rim protector for Milwaukee, and this team is settling for they want to shoot three-pointers tonight. And they're not hitting the three-pointers either. They're not picking. They're not doing pick and rolls. They're not freeing their man up. These are pretty much mostly contested shots, or rush shots. They pass the ball cute. It looks cute behind the three-point line. Nobody's going to really guard you behind the three-point line because you're so far away. It's a difficult, high percentage, a very bad percentage shot to hit. And then when you get it, you rush it because you got a few seconds and you're not hitting it. Instead of going to the basket, have someone drive, break down the penetrator, draw the double team or the wings to come in. Then you, as a facilitator, you throw the ball out to wide open shooters. You're not doing that. If you're passing the ball east to west, no one's going north to south. No one's going, and that's why these teams are playing back. And they're saying, you know what, beat us. And right now the Knicks shots are not going in because that's not smart basketball. Teams are figuring out the starters' offense. Now you're gonna have to wait and bring the Rat Pack, the second unit, to try to cut this lead down. And they're gonna go all out, give you all their best. And remember, 99 out, the Rat Pack is not always going to be perfect. But, they come out, they're perfect for their short minute of time. And then if you get this again from the starters, you're like, man, the starters are not giving nothing. They're all, on offense, the starting unit is not giving us something to write home about. And it's not. And before, when in the beginning first 5 games, you saw the Knicks going to the basket, going north to south, and dishing it out. And that's why the threes were falling, and it looked so beautiful. They stopped kind of doing that. And because also there is a scouting report. There's enough film now for teams to start scouting the New York Knicks from preseason. That's what happens when you play too many your starters so many minutes in preseason. There's a lot of film. Remember, they played everybody in the 4 preseason games. No elements, not too much elements of surprise in this early going. Although the Knicks, you can't complain 7-4 right now, but you shouldn't be struggling like this at home on a team that's on a back-to-back and with an advantage that you have with no rim protector. This game should be a little more closer than this. You should be at least up by 4, not trailing here. But the Knicks will inbound the ball here, in my opinion. Randle backing up George Hill. He had a mismatch. He passes the ball back out. And Randle in the paint now passes to Fournier. So he took the ball deep in the paint to go back out. Fournier misses. Right for the rebound, Milwaukee. So Fournier is not hitting these straight shots. And, of course, if you're not involved all game and they're trying to involve you here in the third, you're not going to be in rhythm. So Antetokounmpo now is starting to show his will here. So he's going to the free throw line. If the starters aren't getting to speed up their pace, they need to move more without the ball. Yes, there's no motion. There's no pep-to-pool motion, no backdoor cuts. There's no give and goes. It's a little stagnant, and the team's trying to figure that out. So Antetokounmpo, so guys, you could go get a hot dog, a beer, a soda before the first free throw shots because Antetokounmpo will take 20 to 30 minutes before he shoots the first free throw, being sarcastic. And he shoots his first one, he hits it. So we have a chance to go to the restroom also. He has another free throw coming up. So 60-46 here. Third quarter of doom. Hopefully the Knicks could get this going. And of course he hasn't shot it, so you could have went to the restroom. Now he's finally going to shoot it, and he hits it. So after 30 minutes later, he shoots. So thank you for giving me that time in between the free throws. I appreciate you giving me your time listening and watching along. So Antetokounmpo shots his 2 free throws. Here's Mitchell Robinson. Mitchell Robinson, good hands by Antetokounmpo. 11 on the shot clock here. 61-46. Right now, the Knicks are offense. The starters look stagnant. That's the best word, stagnant, stuck on neutral. And Kemba Walker. Boy, we would love to have Kemba Walker to go crazy here. And 7:48 here. This is the mark. Kemba Walker. Walker goes to the reversal and misses. And Kemba Walker looked like he hurt his shoulder a little there, grimacing a little bit in pain, but he looks okay. Just banged up. And here's a wide open 3 in transition and misses. Back to Covington, offensive rebound. Drew Holiday with another 3. Of course it hits. Of course it goes in. It's repeat, rinse, repeat again. So 64-46. Here's RJ. Here's Kemba. Kemba shoots the 3 and off the mark. Rebound Milwaukee. So something about the Knicks at home not really good. Here's Antetokounmpo. So Knicks are not playing well at home. And here's Antetokounmpo shooting over Mitchell Robinson, feeling it. Rebound RJ. RJ Barrett passes it to Randle. Randle kicks it off his feet. Sloppy play here. And here's Milwaukee with a turnover, and RJ Barrett fouls. Silly foul there because you had opportunity to get your men back. So here's the time here, 6:50. You need to make hard changes. And Thibodeau, again, he stays extremely, extremely stubborn. He's going to wait until 2 minutes in the third to make any moves. Your starters are playing atrocious. Now, okay, Rose steps in there. You got to change everyone. Get all of them out. Get them in here. Get the Rat Pack in here. Send a message this early going. Why is Taj Gibson still on the floor? Or not on the floor here? Gibson is giving you some good minutes. Now Alex Burks. So maybe he's hearing me out. Hopefully he's listening. Fournier comes in, goes out for Burks. Okay, so he's got half, 2/4 of the starters out. So 18 on the shot clock. Randle on a switch. Antetokounmpo made it look too easy. Too easy. Randle, I don't know why he switched away from Antetokounmpo over to a guard. There was no reason for him. 12-0 run here. This is where you need to sit Julius Randle here. And that, and here's RJ rising for a 3, setting for 3, and air ball. Again, get to the bench. Don't wait. You're now trailing now, 46-66. And they are now down by 20. This is ridiculous. Back to Antetokounmpo. They're stuck at 46. Here's Noah. And good defense there. And right there, right place at the right time, Covington. Put it back. So they're having their way. They're doing what the Knicks did to them at home and on the road last week. Beating them at the paint, out-rebounding them. So we see some quickly coming up on the bench. Here's Burks, fouled on the line. You got to sit Randle. I'm sorry. Sit Randle right now. Bring in the Rat Pack. They're going to see if they're going to get Randle going with this second unit. Let's see. RJ Barrett's struggling again. So as RJ struggles, he benches him, which is the right call, if you ask me. The Knicks trail 68-46. And stolen, sloppy pass there under the Kumpo, and he's going to dunk. This is becoming a bad third quarter. Another terrible quarter for the Knicks. Another terrible third quarter. And you cannot expect the bench to come out and bail your butts when your starters are playing lethargic. They're playing uninspired. They're playing, stagnant on offense. And then like I told you, you sit the bench. The bench is the Rat Pack second bench unit been sitting, and it was Mitchell Robinson not going for that ball, just sticking your hand out. You got to sit everyone. This is crazy. Why wait until 20 down? Crazy coaching. Yeah, Kelvin. As soon as there was a 10-0 run there, as soon as you're down by 10 double digits, the early part of the double digits, you bring your bench in. Your bench always as a catalyst to bring you back, to cut the lead, get the team, keep the team involved, keep the team close, the game close. You bring him out. You bring him in. And then you. But he waits until 20. He waited 20 minutes. 20. You're down by 20. Then you say, here, bring us back. And then you don't do the full bench substitution. You keep Mitchell Robinson and Julius Randle. I'm sorry, Mitchell Robinson is not being impactful. We thought when he started off that quarter, when he went in and scored, we said okay, and nada, nothing. Especially when you don't have a center, and this is going to be a really bad loss. If the Knicks lose this game tonight, this is a really bad loss. It takes away, it nullifies that nice win on the road in Philadelphia. You're coming home and you do this kind of clinker. This is something to concern. If you lose again by double digits at home, granted, they're the defending world champions. And I know I'm going to hear that. Oh, they're the defending world champions. Still, you playing them on a back-to-back, no center, no, they're undermanned on a second night. You really, it's going to stink. It's going to stink if they do not prevail and win this game at home. There is going to be plenty. One thing we like about it is there's going to be a fight. The Knicks are going to still fight tooth and nail to claw back, but can this deficit be so overwhelming that they cannot get involved? Salute to Gideon. Gideon's in the building. So we shall see tonight. We shall see what the Knicks have in store for us. There's the timeout right now, and I'm not even going to look at the and the Bucks. Yeah, don't even have Middleton, Dante, and Lopez. Yeah, but still. They're not taking advantage of this, But as a matchup, the Knicks I think favor the Knicks against the Milwaukee Bucks. Even with Middleton and Lopez, I think the Knicks match up well against the Milwaukee Bucks. If you ask me personally, but they're playing right now like, man, what is it? What do you need to be? Do you need to wear the road uniforms? What's the deal here? These people are playing their hard-earned money to see you and want to go crazy, and this uninspiredness. Here's Rose, and he rises up for a three, and he hits three-pointer. Derrick Rose. So finally, the drought makes 49-70. Here's Burks playing defense, and here's Holiday shoots a three, and he hits right back. So Milwaukee shooting good from the three-point line, feeling good tonight. 73-49 here with 5 minutes left here in the third. Rose drives, and the ball got deep, but Randle again loses the ball handle. He wants the ball right back. Mitchell Robinson throws it up, and he got fouled. So I think to be honest with you, Mitchell Robinson got bailed out there. Did not look kosher, did not look clean. But when you go to the basket on backdoor cuts, good things happen. We've been asking for that. We want to see that all game long. If you get the results that we have, that they wild shots, you miss, but at least you're attacking the glass, you're putting yourself in a high percentage scoring opportunity, I'll take that. But if you're shooting those long range threes and not going in, it's a bad shot. Mitchell Robinson hits a free throw. So Knicks finally scored 50 points here. 73-50. Knicks gonna have to go on an offensive spurt. Can they cut this to single digits before the third quarter ends? We shall see. They're trailing by 23 here. Mitchell misses. So the Knicks playing with fire. You can't expect them to go against the world champions down by 20 plus points to try to come back. But here's Antetokounmpo, though we see Milwaukee go on some droughts that they can't score, can't even put the ball in the ocean. Antetokounmpo thought about the three. He's driving, spins, and good defense by New York there. Big quickly comes up with the ball. Quickly to Julius. Julius drives. Now he has a semi-double team. Back to Rose. Rose thought about the three. Rose back to Julius. Wide open three. And hits it. So Julius Randle hits a three-pointer. It's a 20-point game, 73-53 here with 4:28 here. Are they going to call a timeout? Yep, Budenholzer calls a timeout. Smart play there to stop the rhythm. You're still up by 20. So he's fearing the Knicks' momentum, but it's you're down by 20. I mean, but Antetokounmpo, a lot of contact, no call there. And now Julius hits. So it's like being the tallest. It's like being the tallest dwarf in the circus when you hit a point, the 23-point. You're down by 23 and hit a three-pointer. Let's see if that propels the New York Knicks. So timeout, Milwaukee. So right now, I'm not pleased right now calling this game the way the stagnant offense I've seen of the New York Knicks coming out of the halftime. I'm not. That's one thing I'm a little disturbed and not pleased with it. I thought I'll see better ball continuity. It's game number 12 for the Knicks, and I think that now you should be playing a little better on offense. And the pace will quicken with Rose pushing the ball. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree with you on that. The pace do need to quicken. But I also want to see them with those get the ball deep in the paint, get in there, get dirty. One thing this team they were grimy, gritty last year. Not getting that same grime and grittiness. You've seen too much passing the ball behind the three. It looks cute on the behind the 3-point line, behind the NBA logo, behind the Knicks logo. But I want to see this. I want to see people down on the paint, down low. And really, they're missing someone who has a really good low post game. They're missing and we thought Julius Randle will have that, but Julius Randle wants to be a facilitator and a shooter, a 3-point shooter. And you can't really ask so much from him, but we really don't have a lot of a low post presence right now on this team. Onto the Kupo, picked up by Rose here on a switch, but now they double, and George Hill blocked by Randle, but right onto the Kupo. So bad luck. The breaks are going all Milwaukee. 3 on the shot clock. On the Kupo got to shoot a wide 3, and he hits a 3-point over Taj Gibson. Happy birthday for that man. He hit a shot, 76-53. Good defense, better offense. So 76-53. That's why he's a 2-time reigning MVP. Here's quickly Taj Gibson. And Taj finally getting some minutes back on the floor. Here's Randle, 5 on the shot clock. Randle, pass to Gibson, 3 on the shot clock. Quickly has to put it up. Quickly puts it at the buzzer. No cool. And Antetokounmpo comes up with the rebound. So the Knicks had to put a wild shot. A little too aggressive passing the ball. Too much passing in that sequence. But all in all, turnover. Knicks will have it. Trailing now, 76-53. Trailing by 23 points here. Budenholzer looks worried. And he's up by 23 points, and he looks worried on the sideline. Pacing. Here's Burks, because I think if Milwaukee gives up this lead again, and they go cold, that could hurt their season. Here's Randle, misses. Rebound by Gibson in the glass, blocked by Antetokounmpo. So good block by Antetokounmpo. You could take a risk when you're up by 23, and Burks pulls Antetokounmpo down on the ground as Antetokounmpo tried to play rough with him. He just grabbed him and threw him on the ground there. 3:01 here. Knicks trail 76-53. They're getting walloped here by 23 points. So 76-53, Dilson. So Knicks are trailing by 23 points here in the third quarter. And you see Burks just threw Antetokounmpo down. He was trying to bully him down and back him down. And Burks said, I'm going to push you to the ground. Not bad. I like that call there. Not bad. And here's good defense by Gibson. Gibson still playing defense quickly on a fast break. Quickly with a dunk. So Emmanuel quickly down by 21 now. 76-55 here with 2:45 left in the third. Knicks got to chip away here. Play defense. Let their defense be their number one offense. George Hill picked up by quickly. He backs up a little bit. 12 on the shot clock. Portis tries to do a screen. Here's George Hill back to Portis. Portis from the circle. He misses. Rebound Julius Randle. Here's Rose. Knicks want to push. Rose, transition 3. And Rose hits. 3-pointer. Derrick Rose. So 76-58 here. 2 minutes and 15 seconds here. And quickly all over George Hill. Backs off a little bit with 15 on the shot clock. 2:07 here left in the third. Portis and good ball denial by Taj Gibson over Portis, but now they call it a silly foul. One of those ticky-tack to stop momentum here. 2:01 here, 58-76, excuse me. We need transmission baskets. Yes, the Rat Pack is crawling. Yes, indeed. Let's see if this man continues to play the Rat Pack longer if they bringing it. Here's Portis. We'll go to the free throw line. Portis misses the first free throw. He has another one coming up here. So meanwhile, we know the Knicks are playing the Hornets. And I think it's at home. I thought they were going on the road to Charlotte, but I think it's at home. It says Knicks versus, so not at. So it is at Madison Square Garden. So Charlotte has a really long road trip. And He hits a free throw, 1 of 2 here. 77-58 with a minute 58. Rose, good defense there. They clogged the paint here. And here's quickly. Salute to Dilson. Here's Rose shooting a 3. And he misses. Fight for the rebound. Taj Gibson goes to the ground and took it away there. No call. A lot of contact. So my friend is a Bucks fan, but salute though, no problem. It's okay. We welcome everyone. Obi Toppin's in the game here. Obi Toppin all over court. It's good defense, but Rose double and leave Grayson Allen open. Knicks got offensive rebound by Noah. He scores. Not boxing out there. 79-58. So Milwaukee comes back up by 21 here. With a minute and 15 seconds. Obi Toppin back in the game here with quickly. So Obi Toppin's here for 1 minute here, left in the third, and quickly gets fouled. So he'll draw. Let's see how long he's going to go with Obi until probably he makes his first mistakes and pulls him. That's what Thibodeau normally does here with him. So quickly we'll go to the line here. Quickly with 9 points tonight. 1 of 1 from three-point land, 4 of 5 from the field. Quickly's trying to get his NBA, getting back his shooting prowess there, playing really well. Showing on the maturity level all around here. So quickly, he hits. So Knicks down by 20 here with a minute and 9 seconds in the third quarter. The Knicks going to have to play a really good defensive game in the fourth quarter. Really get their defense intensity up and need to hit some quality shots and attack the paint. I think if they attack the paint, I think the Knicks could win this game and score outscore the Milwaukee Bucks in the paint and play good defense, because Milwaukee tends to go on droughts here. Burks all over Noah. You screen by Portis. Noah's driving back. Nice behind the back pass there, and he scores. Good play by Olajay with the foul, so he has a chance for a 3-point play. He thread the needle there, and he scores. Milwaukee has a chance for a 3-point play. Up 21 here. Wow, nice play there. Good play there. You got to give kudos for kudos. Behind the back, and he was right place in the right time, and Obi Toppin committed that foul there. And let's see. He hits. So if it was the fourth quarter, Obi would have been pulled, in my opinion, because he committed that foul. So here's Rose with 16 on the shot clock. Derrick Rose to quickly 13 and goes alley-oop for quick and good offensive rebound by Toppin, and offensive foul. Oh no, it's I think it's a push on Robbie Portis. Good job for Toppin. Still continue fighting hard. He had a chance for alley-oop, just a little sloppy there, but he tried that. Oh no, I don't mean to speak into existence, but that's what Thibodeau does. And here's Obi Toppin using the force. I want Obi Toppin to use the Jedi force and go 8 wild here and score. In something like 5 of 5 in 5 minutes here. Every time he gets the ball, consciously hot. So here's Toppin. He hits a pair of free throws. So Knicks trail by 20 here with 35 seconds before the third quarter ends. And here's a 3-pointer attempt, and it misses. Rebound quickly. Quickly wants to push. Knicks could go for 2 for 1 here. Quickly. No, they'll hold here. 18 on the shot clock. So it'll be a 4-second differential. Shot clock to game clock. Actually 6 seconds. So here's quickly trying to wind the ball down. 9 on the shot clock. He's got Portis on him. Quickly drives off the glass. And quickly, Emmanuel quickly hits here. So Emmanuel quickly coming alive too here. Having a good game, despite one of the few positives in this game here. And Milwaukee, Derrick Rose has a chance. Derrick Rose with a steal. Derrick Rose before the buzzer. He scores. Derrick Rose at the buzzer with 0.1 second left before the quarter ends here. And they're over. So Derrick Rose.
From the start. Now you can see Antoine Griezmann.
Be in English, Antoine. Be in English under pressure.
I love Derrick Rose.
That's a very valid.
And we all love Derrick Rose. This is what he brings to the game. So Derrick Rose using his speed there, and he scores. So 66-82 going in the fourth quarter. Now, can the Knicks prevail at home here? It's a tough climb the hill to climb against the defending champions. But as a team that goes on scoring droughts like Milwaukee has done this early in this season, anything is possible. It's still a lot. You still got a whole entire quarter. You could go. We've seen the Knicks where they could score over 30-plus points. That we've seen them hold teams to under 17 points, under 14 points. Under 20. We've seen the Knicks doing that this season, not just last season, this season as well. Now, can the Knicks have one of those phenomenal fourth quarters? Everything in sync. And also now it's going to be important to see our coach, if he has the temperature of the team and see who's playing well. Not going by analytics about, I need to get this guy minutes. Now it's fourth quarter time. You got to play who's playing well on your team, who has the hot hand, who's bringing an element to the team. If that means you have to keep RJ Barrett on the bench, so be it. If you got to keep Julius a little bit on the bench, so be it. If you got to not play Mitchell Robinson in the fourth quarter, so be it. You got to play the players that are getting you to the dance without overtaxing them. Of course, fatigue is going to be a big part of this as well. But also remember, they're on a back-to-back night too, Milwaukee. Let's see if their legs, if you start seeing a lot of shots hitting the front of the rim, tired legs. That's the sign of a tired leg. So keep an eye on that for Milwaukee. But if you got like a Derrick Rose and the Rat Pack, like Kelvin says, and they're shooting and moving and running and playing at a high pace, that's what they needed to do. I think Thibodeau should have went around early in that fourth quarter with this Rat Pack just to run them out of the gym. At least going into the fourth quarter, you got a Milwaukee Bucks team gasping for air, breathing like I just did. Going back. I'm back on defense and playing a 48-minute game, and now you bring your starters to that fourth quarter. You never know. You have one of those the way they go cold as a shooting team. You actually could turn this game around, and I think that's another reason. Not knowing that he knows, of course, he's with them night in night out, but I think he should have went a little early to the Rat Pack, in my opinion. It's still a big deficit. Here comes the Knicks. And he hits, so right away the Knicks score 69-82 3-pointer, and they're starting by quickly doing a repression of Reggie Miller. He misses, and he tried to go in the corner and shoot a quick three. 69-82. So right now the defensive intensity is up here. So 82-69. Here's George Hill. George Hill finds Grayson Allen. And he almost turned the ball over. He does. So turnover. 69-82, although it was touched by Burks, they said. 7 on the shot clock. I would like to see a replay on that, be honest with you. I thought Grayson Allen dribbled and threw that ball out of bounds. So, wow, 7 on the shot clock. Okay. Maybe I missed something. And under the Kumpo, 5 on the shot clock, spins, and he back to George Hill. George is going to have to put it up. He puts it up. Shot clock violation. But they get him. So the referee stopped the play there. And Knicks had a fast break going, and the referees decided to stop the action there with a shot clock violation. Good call, though. It was a shot clock violation, although they called it a little too late when the fast break was developing. So that's when they had to call it there. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3, and then they called it after 4 Mississippis to call that. So Knicks will have it. They stopped the fast break opportunity. Knicks are trying to score here as quickly as possible with the Rat Pack. 82-69. Rose rises up for 3, and it's off the mark. Rebound by Milwaukee. So 11 minutes here, under 11 minutes. Grayson Allen, good defense by the Knicks. Obi Toppin got in the passing lane. Here's Rose. He has Burks, back to Burks. Burks off the glass. They score! Alex Burks, 71-82. Knicks cutting it down here. Can the Knicks cut it to single digits with 10:41 here? Remember, Milwaukee's on a back-to-back, and they get cold here. 71-82. Antetokounmpo, 10 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo, double team. Grayson, and here's Covington for the 3, and he hits a 3-pointer, trying to sell it for a 4-point play. No one was near you, my friend. Keep that drama for Broadway, but not on the Garden. Here's quickly, back answers for a 3, and that's off the mark. Oh, man, the Knicks got to keep attacking. 85-71. Here's Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo, back to Covington. The 3-pointer, wide open. Misses. Here's Grayson Allen coming in. Knicks got fortunate there. Here's Obi Toppin, back to Rose. 10 minutes here. Rose jumps up for 3. It's good. 3-pointer. Derrick Rose. 85-74 with 9:55 here. So Knicks giving their punches here, putting an effort here. They're not down yet. They're not out. They're not going to lay down. They're playing basketball here. 85-74 with 9:40 under the Kumpo, 10 on the shot clock. Here's Gibson on the Kumpo dancing. Back to Grayson Allen. Grayson Allen for a three, but they called it no basket. They're going to call bad breath on Taj Gibson, so they call a foul. So Taj Gibson, he didn't foul him. He had bad breath, and the referee offended onto the Kumpo. So, so they're going to call a foul. That's the new calls on the NBA here. 14 on the shot clock. Rose with 16 points, 4 out of 6 from three-point line with 5 assists. Here's Holiday. Oh, good steal by Burks. Got in the passing lane. Knocked it out of bounds there. With 9:31, 10 on the shot clock. Knicks trail, 85-74. Knicks are crawling back. The Rat Pack is doing this in full gear. If you want to sit in the front row, you get a nice tackle. 9 on the shot clock went onto the Kumpo behind the line, onto the Kumpo bouncing, onto the triple team here, Grayson Allen. And he's going to go. Obi Toppin was there to block it. Good defense by Obi Toppin. Use the force. Here's Burks. Feed that man. Burks holds it. So Rose, 18 on the shot clock, wants to settle down here. Rose keeps his dribble. Passes to Toppin. 12 on the shot clock. Toppin looks aggressive. Toppin going up the glass. Obi Toppin uses the force and he scores. Knicks cut it down 76-85. Under single digits. 9-point game. Yes, timeout, Milwaukee. So the Knicks come alive here in the fourth quarter to the delight of the growling crowd. So the defense, the Rat Pack, putting energy, effort, Obi Toppin blocking a shot. Then from the paint, drawing, going to the glass. Like I said, take the ball to the hole. No rim protectors, no shot blockers. Go, dude. That paint is going to be available for you to have all night. And Obi Toppin took advantage of that. Cut the game down to 9 as they time out Milwaukee here with plenty of time to play here. Oh, baby, plenty of time to go here. So the Knicks, can the Knicks claw back here? Come back from another 20-point deficit. They're cutting it down to 9. Now they have to play defense. These are come the swing plays, the important swing plays here. We got to see how the Knicks do this. So right now, the Rat Pack clawing back. The Rat Pack is clawing back little by little. They're energizing. They're putting the crowd on its feet. They're making this a game. No quit. The grittiness of the New York Knicks are showing tonight. And hopefully the crowd elevates them and gets them going tonight. So timeout right now. We'll get going once the timeout gets back. As the Garden faithful is standing on and cheering their heroes right now, cutting into a single-digit lead here with plenty of time, plenty of basketball here. The way the three-pointers are shot, the way the game is played, this game is nowhere near to be over. There's plenty of time here. So although when we thought Milwaukee was going to be in a laugher, the Knicks are calling this a close, clawing right back here. So give you a little bit of a bonus here. Wizards are up 95-94 with 0.3 seconds against the Cavaliers here. And I think the Cavaliers have the ball. No, actually, Wizards has the ball. So they got to just inbounds, and they pretty much seal this victory. So, wow, Cavaliers are a pretty surprised team, and so is the Wizards. Both teams are pretty surprising. We haven't played the Wizards yet in the regular season. And they look like they're going to hit some free throws. They'll have a chance to seal the game and take that victory. Wow, on the road. So, impressive. RJ Trinidad. Let's go Bucks. All right, that's cool. You're a Bucks fan. Salute. Hey, we're having a good game here, RJ. Don't go anywhere. You guys were up by 23 points. But now it's a 9-point game, 85-76 with 9 minutes left. Milwaukee brings the ball up here onto the Kumpo to Holiday. Holiday dribbles. Holiday 12 on the shot clock. Tries to go over pick to, and Olajay, 7 on the shot clock. Covington, 4 on the shot clock. Covington back on turnover and over the back. So Knicks get the ball back. Turnover Milwaukee. So Knicks, let's go. Here's an 8:42 here. Knicks will have it. Rose. Back to quickly. Knicks on a 16-3 run here in the last 4 minutes. Quickly, alley-oop. Obi Toppin with the jam. Yeah, use the force. Obi won with the dunk. 85-78 with 8:27. The Knicks are igniting themselves here on an 18-3 run right now. Obi Toppin with the alley-oop quickly. That's a play that they worked all summer. Guaranteed there. Yes, indeed. Give that man an assist to IQ, baby. So here's bring the ball up. Jrue Holiday has the chance of defense at the Garden. Here's Holiday, blocked by Dodge Gibson. So the Knicks are propelling themselves on defense. Here's Burks. Burks open to three. Off the mark. And it's good! 3-pointer! Alex Burks. Knicks down by 4. 81-85. The Knicks are coming back here. Here's Antetokounmpo. Triple team. Grayson Allen. Wide open 3. And that's off the mark. Oh, offensive. Oh, wait. Loose ball foul there. So quickly held Olajay there. Good call there. So Taj Gibson igniting the Knicks with their defense. Alex Burks getting a friendly bounce and hits a 3 here. What a game right now. What a game. What a game. So here's the Knicks, not in the penalty. They're playing. Here's Covington, open 3, and that's good. So Covington hits a 3-pointer. So 88-81, a swing play there right now for Milwaukee. They needed that badly. So here's Rose. So the second unit, the Rat Pack, calling in here, doing their thing. Here's Rose off the glass, blocked by OG. So here's come Milwaukee, and fouled by Antetokounmpo. So they gathered him, they stopped his momentum. 81-88 here. Burks is called for that foul. Rose going to the glass there, and Olajay got a good block there. So not in the penalty here. With 7:25 left in the game, 81-88, Milwaukee up with possession of the ball here. Holiday. So Milwaukee screaming about, talking amongst themselves. And here's a nice defense by Rose. So Holiday went off the glass, missed. Here's quickly wants to move quick. And here's Rose shooting up another 3. It's good! 3-pointer! Derrick Rose, 88-84 to the delight of Chris Rock. 7:03. Knicks trail by 4. The chance of defense at the Garden serenades. Oh, loose ball foul. Taj Gibson. So one more, they'll be in the penalty. Derrick Rose rising and like Lazarus. The Knicks rising to the occasion here. Quickly, all over. Here's Jrue Holiday. 15 on the shot clock. Rose. Engage. He's trying to and spins. The Knicks conveyor. Here's Covington 3. And that's off the mark. Rebound, Rose. So Knicks here have the ball here, trailing by 4. 6:40 left in the game. Here's Quickly. Quickly drives. And Quickly was fouled by Grayson Allen. So blocking foul here. Now the Bucks are arguing with the refs, looking around, complaining. Luis Espinosa, Bucks will come up on top. Okay. Well, no, you have your salute to you, Luis. Salute. I hope you're doing well. So timeout right now. And the biggest comeback is 26, ironically, versus the Bucks. Right now, this game is being led by the Rat Pack and everyone on there. Obi Toppin playing phenomenal. Manu Quickly passing the ball and getting in there, playing good defense, moving around. Parmakoko, go Knicks. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And playing gritty. The bench is balling. The bench is on fire tonight. Oh, baby. All we need now for the Knicks to pull this up and get this victory. Let's run those likes. Hit those likes up on the chat, in there on the channel. Let's go. The YouTube likes. Let's get all the likes. Let's get all the likes buttons. Let's get going. Let's get going. The Knicks are on surgery right now. They're streaking. They're hot right now. Hotter than a furnace, like Gideon says. Let's get this going. IQ, Obi, Burks, Rose, RJ, and Taj, they're all feasting. Absolutely, Gideon. They are. So this mission is still not over. There's plenty of time left here. It's not over yet. There's plenty of time here. Plenty of time for both these teams to get themselves asserted. Although we see that the Milwaukee Bucks they go on droughts. Also, you see they've also played on a second game of a back-to-back against a tough, gritty Philadelphia 76er teams. We saw them firsthand. They gave us a little bit more than we could chew. We came up victorious, but they were a tough opponent. And also Milwaukee felt that as well. They played a close game last night against the 76ers as well. So let's see if the Knicks, and also you see the bench sitting, the starters on the bench for a while here. Let's see if they incorporate them, when Thibodeau would incorporate them, and what they give us, and how long would he actually, if the bench don't give us the normal what this Rat Pack unit is giving, will he actually close out with the Rat Pack down the stretch with under 2 minutes? It'll be interesting. Tonight is a lot of game of question. There's only game number 12. A lot of questions here. A lot of good questions. A good problem to have. Right now, the Knicks are soaring. The Knicks are surging. The Knicks are trying to rise like Lazarus from the dead. Down by 20-plus points. 88-84 with 4 points here. A 4-point game. Yes, indeed. Let's get it going. Let's get it going. So they're showing the upcoming opponents for New York. They're going to have Friday at Charlotte. So it is on the road against Charlotte. I was correct. I thought it was at home because they say versus. Usually when it's at is where you're at your opponents here. So the Knicks come back here. Let's get it going here. They trail by 24 in the third quarter. Knicks outscoring the Bucks right now 35-15. Since they went up by 24. Here's 88-84 with 6:34 here. Plenty of time. Here's quickly. Thought about the three there. 8 on the shot clock. Rose. Scott Holiday put a hand up there. He's trying to get a screen. Pass it to Quickly. Quickly. Driving. Quickly floater. Misses. Fight for the rebound. Milwaukee comes up. So they're going to slow this down here with 6. What's the call here? So they call a loose ball foul. What was the call here? So Milwaukee will bring the ball up. Thibodeau, I don't know what he was not happy with the selection from Quickly. Here's onto the Kupo, thought about a 3. Covington, and another loose ball foul. Now the referees are calling it too ticky-tack. Let them play. Let them play here with 6:10. That was not egregious. That was just so they don't influence. And the Kupo will go to the line now. So the referee's impacting here. So he'll go to the line here, and he shoots the first one, and he hits it. So, guys, you could go to the bathroom, get some drinks, get some snacks, because he's got another free throw coming up. You can have plenty of time to go. 89-88, 5-point game here. And here comes the next one, and he misses. Rebound, Taj Gibson, so he goes 1 for 2 from the line. So it might be a hack-a-whack Antetokounmpo going throughout the game here. 15 points for Antetokounmpo. Here's Rose. Rose back to Burks quickly. 11 on the shot clock. He's going to survey again. Pull it back out. 8 on the shot clock. Burks is going to put it up. Burks misses. Obi Toppin with the power. Obi Toppin with the offensive putback. 89-86. There's no rim protector. Good things come. This was what Mitchell Robinson should have been doing since the early part of the game. Here's Drew Holiday into the paint. Good. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo fights. Blocked by Gibson. 8 on the shot clock. Kupo is going to back it out there. So good defense, interior defense by the Knicks. Here's Antetokounmpo. Tough shot. Rebound by the Knicks here. So good defense by Gibson. It's giving you a veteran, all-around solid game. Taj Gibson, like always here. Playing good defense here. Knicks trail by 3 here. Single possession game with 5:08. Quickly's going to rise for 3. It's good! 3-pointer! IQ ties the game. The Knicks come back 89-all. And the crowd goes on his feet, drumming wild. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Antetokounmpo drives, passes it to George Hill. 3-pointer, it's good. So right back comes the Bucks with a 3-pointer. 92-89 with 4:40 left here in the game. Oh, its game is on fire here. Here's Rose. Derrick Rose to Obi Toppin. And it's good. Knicks trail by 1. Obi Toppin asserting himself. The Rat Pack is playing and has come back and brought the Knicks back from the dead, trailing by 1. Now the defense. Here's Holiday, and he hits a 3. So a dagger 3 by Holiday. They're breaking a little bit of the spirits. Milwaukee back up by 4 with 4:12 here. Here's quickly. Back to Rose. Rose rises. It's good. 3-pointer. Derrick Rose makes it a 1-point game. 95-94 with 3:55 left in the game here. Timeout, Milwaukee. The buzzsaw that is called the New York Knicks. Don't know what hits them. And the crowd delights themselves. Derrick Rose rising and hitting. Emmanuel quickly rising and hitting. 95-94 with 3:50 left in this game. Timeout. Oh, yes, baby. Run those likes. Run those likes. 95-94. Knicks trail by 1 here with 3:52 in the game. You got to love it. IQ rising. Right over Olajay. Bam. Ties the game. To the delight of Fat Joe on the crowd. And he's doing the rock away there on the sideline with Jada Kiss. Chris Rock in the building. Justin Tuck. The celebrities are all out. And the Knicks putting on a show here. Oh, once again, they show the highlight. Derrick Rose rising and hitting with confidence. Where would this team be without Derrick Rose? Think about that. Since last year in December, that trade, where would it have been? So timeout. New York, 95-84. Oh, baby. Whoa, what a game. What a game. What a fourth quarter. And the crowd is on their feet. They have not stopped chanting and celebrating and erupting. They have erupted. Now, can the heroes come back and finish this game out? You know, the largest win for the Knicks comeback is 26 points against Milwaukee. It did that in 2004. Inbounds to Antetokounmpo. 17 on the shot clock. Antetokounmpo. Taj Gibson is playing defense. Gibson. And pass to Covington. Covington with a 3, and he hits a 3. So a good 3-pointer there from Covington. He had Obi Toppin running at him. 98-94. Milwaukee's going to have to hit their good shots here. Here's Rose surveilling. Rose calling a play out. 10 on shot clock. Quickly. Back to Toppin. Toppin thought about the 3. 6 on the shot clock. Toppin spins. Toppin back to Quickly. Quickly from the corner. And misses. Rebound. Milwaukee quickly had a good look there. And here's Antetokounmpo trying to back out Gibson. They took the ball back out of his hands. They go for Holiday for a 3, and he misses. Fight for the rebound. Toppin comes up with it. Quickly comes up. 2 minutes and 58 seconds here. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Burks. Burks shaking and baking. Toppin goes strong to the glass, and he was fouled. And Antetokounmpo says, no. And he wants it to be reviewed. He's asking Budenholzer, but only one. Budenholzer has to review it. And let's see the replay. Toppin going strong. Yeah, he got hit on. No, he got hit on the arms there. They're not gonna reverse this, no matter who you is. You know, he got hit right there on the arm, and then he blocked it. So there was contact here. So let's see if they're gonna challenge it, and it'll be interesting to see if they're gonna give the All-Star that call on the road against a hostile New York crowd. No, he got fouled right there. Let's see. Who knows with these referees? You never know. You never know with this bad officiating all around the league what they'll call here. Are they reviewing this? They are reviewing it. So they're going to review it. Oh, boy. Here we go. So Obi Toppin being encouraged there, playing well. RJ Barrett and Julius Randle both being benched right here. I love it. Send a message. You don't got it. You're playing stagnant. You're being lethargic. This team has come back from 20-plus points to give you the spark. You're going to have to get rewarded. And it looks like he got fouled on his hands there. I'm sorry. He got fouled. Let's see. It shouldn't take too long. It's so clearly he got hit on the hands. And then he blocked it. But first, the shots, he hit the hands there. What is there to see? Man, what a play. Obi Toppin going strong, aggressive to the glass there. And Obi Toppin got fouled right there. And then he got blocked. So this should be interesting to see. It's taking an awful long time. If you don't have inconclusive evidence, you stay with the call on the floor. And right now, this is not good. You're killing the momentum the Knicks had. Knicks are playing in momentum. They're playing in rhythm. And they're playing expired. Now with this long, ridiculous delay here, you're going to, it only helps the Milwaukee Bucks, in my opinion, to gather their thoughts, gather their wits here, and gather. And remember, they're the team that's coming off a back-to-back. Let's see the call. So I don't know what the call is there. I cannot put the audio. So I don't know if they called a block. They didn't call no foul. The referees suck. I'm sorry. They stink. They're terrible. This is ridiculous. You review that and the guy got hit on his arm. Wow, that's a bad call. That's a terrible call. They're going to jump circle it. Wow, without calling a foul. This is, it's ridiculous with this officiating. No one, the officiating commission, board of directors, they got to hold these officials to something here to call this right. And that's replay officials. I'm not saying it's the game officials. The game officials called it right on the court. It's the replay officials. So Milwaukee wins the top here. So where it could have been Obi going to the line, now it's Milwaukee possession. But you know what? You still got to play defense. So here's Covington for the three. Obi right there, and Covington hits. Of course, this always happens to the Knicks. 101-96, 101-94. This always happens to the Knicks here. Unfortunate situation. But it's still not over. Here's Burks, and Burks misses. So now the Knicks starting to 2 minutes here. Hopefully this team did not run out of gas. You had that ridiculous layoff there. Then you had a call not going your way, and now here's the three-pointer, and it's good. Milwaukee hitting three, so that's breaking the spirits of the Knicks. Now a 10-point game. That's all to the officiating. I'm sorry. I know the Knicks nailed themselves in a deep hole, but that stupid call there, over that stupid replay, gave the Milwaukee Bucks some energy, some breathing room. They were on their heels. You had a ridiculous moment there to do a jump ball. If you don't have enough conclusive evidence, you stay with the call on the floor. No, they decided they're going to do a jump ball. Milwaukee goes on a 9-0 run. I mean, come on. How more of egregious can you be here? I mean, wow, we're bad. Yeah, it's okay. Okay, it's great. We battled back here, but you can have this night after night. These referees doing this night after night. When is it going to stop? When is it going to stop with this officiating, this horrible officiating? It rears its ugly head. There's so many plays. The tripping call that wasn't on Kemba Walker in Chicago. Lonzo Ball fell out of bounds, and he wasn't anywhere near it. They called him tripping. There's so many instances. The RJ Barrett getting mauled underneath the basket. Nothing's called. This play, there's so many referee plays, and I'm not blaming the refs on causing the outcome, but when you pause the game when the team is on fire, on a run, playing against running the late daylights out of the gym, out of this team, and you go this ridiculous delay and you can't even get the call right. I mean, my God, it makes you wonder. Oh, man, these referees all I want them is to hold them accountable for their bad calling, their refereeing. So Knicks will have the ball here. But so far, a really good game here. Down by 10 here with 2 minutes. So they need to score here. Rose. And alley-oop. Obi Toppin misses, but he gets the ball back. He scores quickly. So Obi Toppin being aggressive here. 104-96. So Knicks putting a big effort, a valiant effort here. Back to Antetokounmpo. Here's a loose ball. Here's Holiday. Holiday back to Allen. Allen shoots a three and hits a three-pointer. Man, dagger three-pointer. So Milwaukee coming alive with the three ball here in the end down the stretch. So you got to give them credit. They're hitting some clutch threes here. and they didn't let the moment get to them on the road. Here's Rose, back to quickly off the glass, and he misses. So a foul was called here. So they stoppage of the clock here. So quickly we'll go to the line. 107-96 with a minute and 15 left here. Knicks made a valiant effort. They tied the game up here in the fourth quarter. Then they had a chance here. The Milwaukee Bucks have hit some clutch three-pointers. Don't get it wrong. Not taking away from the clutchness of the three ball for Milwaukee tonight. And Mo quickly hits a shot here, scoring with the ball with the clock stopped. This is something important. So it's a 10-point game here. 107-97 here with a minute and 15. It might be a little too late. Oh, not enough time. The Knicks might run out of time here to get back into this. And here's a three, and he hits 98. 107. Milwaukee brings the ball up. Holiday screens. Holiday drives over to Allen, and here's Grayson Allen from the corner again, and he hits another three. So Milwaukee unconscious to close out under 5 minutes. They got their 3-point shoes, and they're unconscious. So it looks like they'll prevail with this win. Here's quickly, and he misses the floater. Milwaukee gangs rebounding here. So plenty of head scratching. Love the valiant effort of our second unit, the Rat Pack here tonight. Not liking at all the starting units. They played horrible. They're the reason. Their lack of inspired play and coming out of that third quarter is the reason why this game. I feel we lost this game. Right now, and it's pretty much 112-98. It's just cosmetics. Another loss where the Knicks are held under 100 points here. Here's quickly, although the Rat Pack played phenomenal, and Obi Toppin is wide open, but no, and it's just to dribble the game out. Here's Rose to Burks from the corner. Burks shoots, misses. Obi Toppin there in the right place, right time, and he was fouled. So stoppage of the play here. Knicks at 100 points here. So 112-100, an underman Milwaukee Bucks on a back-to-back comes into the go-home court at the Garden and pulls out this victory. And yes, the Knicks have to look in the mirror here, especially the starting five. Starting five played terrible, atrocious. 100 to 112 to 100. The Knicks fall tonight. Or not a good sign. Not a good sign. Luis, you were right, my friend. You were right, but they made it. You guys sweat it out though. You sweat it out. And even the season series at one game apiece. We beat you in Milwaukee. We beat you at home. I wasn't gonna do too much of a post game, but we're bringing Gideon for a moment.
Salute.
All right.
What's going on?
I'm not bad. Valiant effort fall short for this New York Knicks team.
Mm-hmm.
What's your assessment before I go through the numbers? I'm not going to stay too long tonight, but we'll go through it. I want to give you your pound of flesh because, of course, you're part of this program, and I definitely want to hear your intakes on this tonight.
Thank you, man. To me, there's reasons. The bench played amazing. They brought us back from that 24-point hole to tie the game, but we couldn't guard a three. 26 threes we gave up this game. I know the Bucks can hit threes. Allen, Hill hit that big three to give him the lead. Drew Holiday, Giannis sometimes, Portis. To me, I don't blame the officiating. I understand you got mad with the whole non-call with Obi, but personally for me, you know me. I don't go much into the referees because even if that call happens, who's to see when it hit the free throws? We don't know. And we were still down. It's not like that would have changed the whole game because here's the thing. It doesn't change the fact that we gave up 26 threes to a team that came up a back-to-back. And to put us down 24 to start with, to me, I'm happy we battled. The bench played amazing. I'm happy we battled. But why will you wait till you're down 24 to show pride? That is why I don't blame officiating. That is me, BX, because the officiating could cost you. The officiating doesn't put you in holes. It's you that put yourself in holes.
Right. But to interject on that real quick, Gideon, was the reason. I'm not saying the reason why they lost it, but when you have a stupid play that you don't make your decision immediately, and you have the team and you're running the team out of the gym, and then you delay looking over and reviewing it and taking so long, Momentum shift there, though. That's my point of getting upset.
Yeah,
and
but the
bothered.
Bucks are still up by 4, so I can't just say it shifted. I get what you're saying, but I can't say it shifted. It's not like we were up; we were still down 4. And remember, the Bucks hit 3 threes before
After
that.
that.
So
After
that's the
they hit
reason.
3 threes after that. The Knicks tied it. And then Milwaukee hit 3, and they were up
New
by
York.
4. And that's when the play happened with Obi. Let's say, you can't assume Obi hits those free throws, but momentum is still at the pace, the quick pace. Milwaukee's sucking air because even though they hit the 3, but they're sucking air. And now you go on it took 4 or 5 minutes to review that play. That's an extra timeout you gave the Milwaukee Bucks there.
I get that, and I understand that. But like I said, it doesn't change the fact that even if we pull within 2, we couldn't guard a 3-point line all night. So we can't use that. Again, I love you, BX, but I don't validate. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you. I'm not. You're a great guy.
No.
I'm just saying
it's your
that
point.
the point I'm not disrespecting you. It's just that the point I don't really respect that, because here's the thing. We were still giving up jump shots and threes anyway. We were still down. It's not like we were up. You're still down. So the Bucks still have momentum, because every time we cut it, they respond. We cut it, they respond. So
Right.
even if Obi hits the free throws, we don't know if that would propel us for the win, because we couldn't swarm throughout the perimeter the whole game. Again, I'm happy that we battled back. Really, the bench battled back, I should say. The bench was amazing. But even if that call happens, you have to understand we lost by 12. It's not like we lost by 2. So sometimes you have to look at the final score. Sometimes that's what I do. I don't just look at this call changed the game. That call changed the game. We lost by 12.
But it is, but we lost at 12 at going away though. And also that's a swing play because that momentum shifted, the swing play. But it is, we could agree to disagree with that. I just think too much. They get involved too much with bad calls, and it's hurting. It hurts the league all around. Look at yesterday. There was a bad call on the same game here. You saw that they called it. It was a mistake. I'm glad they corrected it, but they called They called a technical foul on Sam Cassell for thought they cursed obscenities to the refs. And he was yelling at his ball players. Those type of things. There's so many bad calls. RJ Barrett going to the paint, not getting certain calls, being mauled. And then there was a couple plays where the Knicks, I'm like, wow. I think there was a play that the Knicks benefit from like that. And I mentioned it here on the
And like I said, both calls missed on both sides.
That was
the Bucks
bad
didn't get
call.
calls neither. It was missed on both sides, not just for us.
Not
didn't get some calls either. We gotta be fair.
Yeah. I'm saying that you have a hard time not accepting that the human element of the mistakes cost certain teams. I'm not saying this
because you're allowed.
That wasn't the reason why the Knicks. I don't see that's the reason why the Knicks really lost. The Knicks lost because their starters stunk out of the third quarter.
I'm saying.
The
starters were bad. That's what I'm saying. Now you understand what I'm trying to say. The referee can cost your game if you allow them to. That's what I believe. If you allow them to cost your game by not executing and running smart plays, then it'll come back to bite you. But what I'm trying to say is the starters were bad. Randle had a good first quarter and died after that. RJ was not good. Kemba, I don't know what's going on with Kemba. Fournier was bad. Mitch, like you said, was not impactful at all. That's why we lost. Yeah, the no call, I understand that. But the Bucks also, there were times they got fouled too. They didn't get any calls. So because again, it goes both ways. I understand a call can change a game, but it can if you don't execute. That's what I'm saying. So again, even if Obi gets the call, again, even if Obi gets the call, we still lost by 12. It's not like he would have hit the free throws, we come back and win. I don't know. We don't know how that would have turned out. The fact of the matter is we gave up 26 threes to a team that played a back-to-back. I know they're the defending champions, but we allowed them to play we allowed them in our house to hit 26 threes in our head. You're not going to win games. Even if calls go our way, you're not going to win games with 26 threes, okay? And also, here's another reason why we lost. We were out-rebounded by 13. That at home, come on. They had 10 more assists, 29 assists. We only had 19. I mean, that's why we lost.
And when we beat them in Milwaukee, we dominated the paint and we out-rebounded them. We didn't do that. We didn't do that. And what we wanted to settle for, and I mentioned it, that when they get the ball to the three-point line, it looks cute passing the ball. They want to imitate the Harlem Globetrotters behind the three-point line, passing the ball, curl plays, running around, but you're still behind the three-point line. And then, there was no rim protector, there was no shot blocker, yet alone they didn't attack the glass. They didn't go into the paint. No impact in the paint until the Knicks got on that run there with
Right.
Derrick Rose and company. They were going to the glass, they were going to the holes. Obi Toppin, phenomenal game.
He played great.
And he played phenomenal. Now, going forward, I think not every night, not every game. Thibodeau needs to think about if the team, the first unit, starting unit, don't have in the third quarter. Do not wait, please, for 2 minutes left in the third quarter
agree.
to make your substitution. And I'm not saying that every game, 5 minutes in or 6 minutes left in the quarter, you got to make the sub. No. If the starters are playing well, you keep them out. But if they're playing like lackluster, like we saw last night, make the change early, even if it's.
You meant tonight. You meant tonight.
It's tonight or going forward. I'm not saying he needs to do this every game.
Right.
But let's say they play another team. I'm not, and they start the third quarter, the starters, and it's like 8 minutes into the 8 minutes left in the third quarter. You see that the team is turning the ball over. It's a 10-point lead or a 10-point swing. Go get them out. Put them in there for now. And then if they cut it, then it sends a message. Hey, they're battling, they're competing. Get back. You don't have, and he sticks so much. I understand he's going by his talent and what he has, and he knows his team. He's there with them in and out. But I think try it. Now is the chance. Under 25 games, try it. And I think it helped them out tonight.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree with what you're saying. You gotta make adjustments. Like you said, you don't have to make it right away. But if you see that things are not going your way, you gotta start making the adjustments so the game doesn't get out of hand. Like look at the starters, man. Randle, 6 of 15. Come on. I mean, Robinson, 1 shot. Kemba, 1 of 7. Fournier, 1 of 5. RJ, 3 of 8. 2 of 4 at the free throw line. I mean, Randle, 1 of 2 at the free throw line. Even Fournier missed the free throw. The bench played amazing. They did their best to get us back in the game. But our starters really didn't bring the type of energy and intensity that we needed. Randle playing hero ball again. RJ not being assertive. Kemba not hitting his open jumpers. Fournier was inconsistent. Again, our bench played amazing. We gotta give the bench their credit. They scored what? 64 points, I think, off the bench. Let me check. But the reason why we lost the game, like I said, for me, is guarding the 3-point line. Again, I know the Bucks are one of the best 3-point shooting teams in the league. And we gotta give Milwaukee credit. Milwaukee hit some timely threes. Grayson Allen, Pat Connaughton, Drew Holiday, they hit timely threes. Gotta get the Bucks credit because Milwaukee showed mental toughness. If this was the Bucks years past, we would have won this game. It was the Bucks years past. But this Bucks team has shown a lot of mental grit. But like you said, BX, Fifth has to understand when to make the proper adjustments, not to wait till we're down double digits to show grit. Because here's the thing, we lost 4 games in a row at home. What is going on? Like, think about it. We lost to Toronto, Orlando, Cleveland, and now Milwaukee. And Milwaukee,
the Raptors too, no? The Raptors.
The Raptors, the Magic, the Cavs, and the Bucks. And the Bucks are good. And again, I know we don't have Noel, but they don't have Brook Lopez, Donte DiVincenzo, and Chris Middleton. We just beat these guys in Milwaukee. So why can't we come up with the same more passion to beat them again? Again, the Bucks are good, and we gotta give Milwaukee credit. But come on, you can't wait till you're down a gazillion points to show some grit. Because the bench was attacking, driving kicks, threes. They did everything. But it's just that not guarding that 3-point line and giving the driving kick, the pick and pop. We're not the swing roll. We're not guarding that. And that's the reason why we lost by a baker's dozen. Yes, I understand BX missed calls, but there were missed calls on both sides. Not just for us, for Milwaukee too. There were missed calls on both sides, and you got to find a way to overcome this. Because the score was tied at 89. There was a span that the Bucks went on a 18-7 run. How's that possible? It's like you're playing a team that's in a back-to-back. You got to take advantage of their fatigue. And we did not do that. And I told you the stats. We got rebounded by 13, out-assisted by 10. I mean, we gave up 26 threes. Giannis was a ghost in the first half, but was more assertive in the second half. Pat Connaughton was awesome tonight. Clutch threes for him. Grayson Allen, awesome tonight. Clutch threes. Bobby Portis, had his moments. Drew Holiday had his moments. Yes, the Bucks' problems that they can have a big lead and can let you back in the game. But what Milwaukee showed today was the heart of a champion, in my opinion, a heart of a champion. Because when New York tied that game, they could have wilted and folded, but they showed a lot of grit and toughness. Yes, there was a missed call on Obi, but I'm not a guy to listen to those type of stuff because you got to play through. You got to find a way to get it done. But hey, we didn't get it done. We fought back, but the hole we dig ourselves into was too much. And we have the Hornets coming up, and we gotta go to Charlotte. Here's what kills me with this New York team: we play so well on the road, but at home we pick and choose when to play inspired. That's what's so frustrating for me. We can't keep thinking we got to win on the road and not protect home court. We're 2-4 at the Garden. That's unacceptable.
Yeah, you can't. You gotta. You're not defending home court, and like remember, I remember we mentioned earlier.
Mhm.
What's the point of winning all these games and getting a high seed if you stink at home?
Yeah,
So so hopefully it's early. Hopefully they
yeah.
get home season, home court. The fan base. Yeah, it's not because lack of fan base and not lack of energy in the building. I mean, we're dying. The home crowd is just dying to serenade and show you. One thing I'm disappointed. You had George Hill and Hobbling because even though I don't think he's 100%, Drew Holiday, you had an
Mhm.
advantage in the starters. But with Fournier and Kemba, I think
Mhm.
you should have been dominating, especially Kemba, no points or nothing. Um, it's starting to get to the point like wow. I know it's still early, but when is it early going to be a little late here? I know we got plenty of games. There's only 12, 13 games. Right now, we still got about another 10 games. But if we still keep getting these performances for Kemba Walker, you
Mhm.
know, and I hate to, I'm going to say it, and I was waiting to do it on a podcast on my own there to do this to say it, but Kemba Walker wasn't a free agent that we signed. Yes, we signed him. It was because OKC bought him out.
Right.
And if he had talent and he really was going to help them on a young team that wasn't really going anywhere, they would have kept him on OKC. Don't and remember everybody. And I mentioned it, and I'm going to say it on my podcast, and I'm going to say it here tonight. Everybody was throwing parades. We got Kemba Walker
Mhm.
sending parades, but nobody took the fact to think about it. He was bought out.
Mhm. This wasn't the Charlotte Hornet Kemba.
No, and he wasn't a free agent that just hit the market and they had suitors.
Right.
He and you remember, what are we getting here? And I'm not saying he's washed up, but everybody was Canyon of Heroes with, we got our point guard, and I wanted to see, I wanted to be like Thomas. I need to see, what we have there, and once again, right now this season coming in right now, the first 12 games is still small sample size. We still don't have a point guard.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, we still do not have a point guard to set up this offense, set up this. Rose is. I don't want to hear it. Derrick Rose. Rose stays exactly where he is in where he's at. He's phenomenal. He excels. He's great at where he's at.
Mhm.
We need a starting point guard, or badly, as much as everybody was poo-pooing and the victory laps that y'all were taking when the Knicks cut Luca Valdoza. And I'm not saying Luca Valdoza is the answer at point guard, but you need someone who's a young point guard who
Mhm.
who can run plays there. And we got rid of him. I understand he had
Right.
injuries and so forth, and y'all wanted him to go. And I want to leave the bench as is. I don't want to bring quickly in the starting lineup either. I
True.
want to
True. I
leave
agree.
everything where it is at all. But right now, this team does not have a starting point guard,
I
and
agree.
um, and that's right now a detriment. Can Kemba Walker turn it around? Absolutely.
He
You
very well
know,
can, but he has to now because there's gonna be a point in time that we're gonna have a tough schedule and point in time. Because again, I know we can't win every game, but like I said, certain games can factor in different matches. This could be a game that could be us playing, let's say, a Sixers team that's a lot of hoopla versus us playing a potentially a healthy Brooklyn Nets team. So it's like like you said, we need a point guard that can run the offense to penetrate. If we had a Malcolm Brogdon, or this is wishful thinking, one of my
right,
favorite players, Chris Paul, on
right.
this team would be more dangerous in the half court because you have a guy that can slow the game down, that can get guys involved, and can hit the mid range too, and the three ball. If we had a Malcolm Brogdon, he can penetrate, he can hit the three, he can hit the mid range a little bit. He's a good free throw shooter, and he's a good defender. Kemba is a good player. He's a good player, and again, we're not saying he's washed, Knicks fans, but Kemba right now has just, other than like a game here and there, he really hasn't been all that good. I mean, all that great. He's been mediocre at best, and you can't keep having crappy performances like this. 1 of 7, like
Right.
come on, you had a day off. It's not like you're playing a battle. You had a day off. Like you had a day off for practice. Like come on, come on. Even Evan Fournier, 3 of 8. I understand that having bad games, but this is not the right time. Julius Randle, he had a great start in the first quarter. He was a ghost the last few. Come on. RJ Barrett, to me, he didn't play all that well tonight. I'm sorry. The starters, like you said, had no impact. The bench played amazing. Excuse me, IQ played great. Taj hustled. Rose was hitting threes like crazy. Obi was hustling. The bench was phenomenal. We gotta give him the credit. But the starters and the bad 3-point shooting and the rebounding and the lack of swarming the perimeter cost us a great opportunity to beat the chance for the second time.
Right. Salute to Garden of Knicks, Tom Wu. Salute to you, my friend. I didn't get. I wanted to highlight it, but I wanted for you. I wanted to wait for G Money to finish to salute you. And Maria totally agree with us. Maria agrees with the point. One thing I mentioned, I'm gonna mention it on the podcast. I mentioned a little bit here. Last night Duke played Kentucky at the Garden. You saw Kevin Knox sitting next to John Wall. Keep an eye on that. If there's a buyout market for John Wall, and I'm not saying he's the answer either, G Money. I don't think he's the answer either at point guard for the New York Knicks. But if he's bought out and you bring him into the Knicks, take a flyer on him, and between him and Rowe, a three-headed monster, the same way we have a three-headed center position with Taj, Noel, and a Mitchell Robinson, you might have to go with that with the point guard because what it looks like Thibodeau is not going to play McBride no matter how much he's on this team. I don't think he'll get the bench. He'll sit there. And if it means that they have to, hopefully if he gets bought out, the Knicks could bring in and take a flyer, John Wall, a point guard who could actually run on offense and still have something left in there. I know he has his shortcomings along with Kemba Walker, but we're in a level. We're a good team. We're not a great team, and we need to. We have to. I don't think we want to trade the farm for a point guard. I don't think it's there. The guy is there, and I want to see this team play out. I would like to add from a free agent wire and bring someone in that rather trade and give up so many players or picks to bring in a player that's going to disrupt the second unit. And they're going to want the second unit players. And you know what? Kudos to Thibodeau. I was complaining earlier to it. I said, you bench RJ Barrett last game for the fourth quarter. You're probably going to bench him this one. You need to do the same with Randle. And you know what? I'm going to give Thibodeau a round of applause for doing that. And believe me, we're nothing. We're nothing without Julius Randle. Don't get me wrong. This team right now we'll be watching who's playing coming out of college if we didn't have Randle on this team. Don't get me wrong. But if he's not playing well, you got to sit him down and say, hey, dude, you need to. And I keep saying it, when Randle has those high assist games, I'm becoming a felicitator on the team wins. And we haven't seen too much of that from Randle. Although, I mentioned it at halftime, I got to give credit. When credit's due, there was a couple shots that if Fournier and Kemba would have hit on those threes and RJ, on the rhythm threes, Julius would have gotten the assist. So he left about 4 assists on the table. And you can't blame, as much as we want to knock Julius Randle currently right now, or it seems like it, we also got to give him credit that he had an opportunity to get assists and the teammates around him did not. And it's because, you got to get the teammates involved. You got to get them going. And I think Julius is trying to find a balance of when to take over, when to get his players involved. And I think that's where they're stuck a little bit on that gear. In my opinion, I think they'll get it fixed, bro. I think they'll get it going. But here's the thing, G Money. There's no gimmies in the Eastern Conference.
Right.
Let me ask you, who is the 13 worst team right now? You can't give me that off the top of your head because
the worst team is Detroit
besides those, that's 15 and 16 or 14. But from 13 to 1, you can't give me a good order on who is the 13 worst team.
And we have 13 teams that have a shot making the playoffs.
Correct.
I mean, think about it. Washington had a big win against Cleveland. They were down 4 late with 30 seconds. They came back and won in Cleveland. 8-1 run. Kuzma hit 2 clutch threes, by the way. Toronto. I know Toronto's kind of struggled as like they lost 3 in a row, but they're going to be fighting for something. Cleveland, even though they had a tough loss today, they're They've been a surprise team, 7-5. They have Detroit again. I think the Cavs will probably beat the Pistons. Then you got you got the Celtics, their feisty team, the Nets, the Bucks, the Hawks. I know the Hawks are struggling, like you predicted, BX, but it's still early. I'm not worried about the Hawks. There's still a lot of teams who will get the rhythm. But other than the Pistons and the Magic, the East is improving. You have 13
Exactly.
teams that can make the playoffs.
Exactly. And if we don't be careful, we could be the 13th team. I'm not saying we are, but I'm
But I get
saying
what you mean.
it's so close. You don't have a gimme. The point is, unless you're playing Detroit or Orlando, there's no gimmies. Like okay. You saw Cleveland come in here and beat us. You Toronto, we already lost to them.
We have also Orlando. Think about that.
Yeah. So there is no gimmies, and it's like we need to be intensely ready night in, night out. They're showing the leading scorers quickly with 18 points and Rose with 22. I love the fact that he played the whole fourth quarter with the bench players. They really answered, and hopefully this is a circle of trust moment for Thibodeau to trust these guys, although he does, but to elevate and hopefully he sees some good things with Obi Toppin where he could trust them a little more. I'm not saying to play him Julius Randle minutes either, G Money. Before everyone says, oh, but Randle, no. Steal 5 more minutes. Take diminish Randle's minutes by 5. That's all I'm asking for. 5 more minutes, and I'm asking where. Okay, you could give him 3 minutes. Steal 3 minutes in the first half off of Randle and 2 minutes in the second half and give it to Mobley. And I think you get a fresher Julius Randle going forward. But we'll have a lot to break down with that. I don't want to stay too long. I'm actually going to wrap it up. It's already 10:12, and I know everyone else is about to come on, and and they want to also talk about these losses. I know you're going to go on and say hello to everyone. From my part on the other program. So I'm going to hit that like and watch us on the watch along. So from the Jedi Network. So, G Money, give me your assessment. Looking forward tonight going into Charlotte, and we'll wrap up, my friend.
I'll make this quick. Charlotte, we just got to prevent speed. We got to contain LaMelo Ball. Watch out for Gordon Hayward. Watch out for Scary Terry at the perimeter. Rebound the ball from Mason Plumlee. And watch out for Miles Bridges because he's athletic and he's an improved shooter too. So we got to watch out, prevent fast break, clog the paint, swarm the perimeter this time, please. And let's have a better start. Don't dig ourselves a hole on the road because when you're on the road, you might not get the big comeback that we had to tie the game. Because on the road, the fans will be against you. So we got to have a good start, share the ball, penetrate, rebound, crash guys, and pass the ball. We were playing the bench moved the ball well, but we were playing hero ball to start the game. Now share the ball, find the open man, make our free throws, and just guard a 3-point line. 26 threes is unacceptable. So we gotta do those things.
It is. Awesome. So me personally, I want to thank Kelvin Jones in the building. I want to thank you so much, my good friend there. Maria, always a pleasure, always on the program. Garden of Knicks, Tony Wu, salute to you. Jerome Peralta, thank you so much. Rui Penosa, who was a Bucks fan, but he told us there was
congratulations, Lewis.
Congratulations,
great
Mr.
win.
Penosa, and Ilu David was in the building, so we salute to you as well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for giving that like. Palma Coco, salute to you. Go Knicks, although we fell short. But hey, RJ Trinidad was in the building, so he was a Buck fan as well.
Congratulations, man. Good win for your team. Back-to-back good wins. Even though you had some, the Bucks are starting to find their rhythm a little bit. They showed a lot of grit in Philadelphia. They hold the Sixers to 5 of 25 in the fourth quarter. Did this game. The score was tied at 89. They go on a 23-11 run to close things out. So the Bucks are starting to find their niche after their slow start. And if they can get healthy, watch out.
And salute to Dilson Herman, who also was in the building, a Bucks fan as well. So congratulations for your victory tonight as well. EM Medic, always in the building, always a part of the program. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of the program as well. Project Hector Nerd HQ was in the building. Hector, thank you, Hector, for showing up in the building and gracing your presence with the program. We had Daniel Stardman was in the building, my friend out there in South Florida. Salute to you. I hope everything is well. And thank you for joining on. Worldwide L was in the building early in the game. So salute to Worldwide L in the building saying hello and showing the program some love. We had Knicks 100. AGM was here early in the building showing the love. So thank you so much to everyone. And thank you for having a good night. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much. We'll see you Friday night. I'll drop the podcast tomorrow. I keep saying that. It's been hectic with work, and
Right.
as soon as I come home, I'm just come so exhausted. We're in our year end and closing at work, and there's a lot of homes that we need to close out before the year. So I've been a really strong grinding, not only at work but here on the telecast. But this is the fun part of the grind for me. So thank you so much, guys. We have a good night. Have a blessed night. Have a wonderful evening. I hope you enjoyed the watch along, not the outcome if you're a Knicks fan, but if you're a Bucks fan, congratulations. So from me to you, G Money, you have a good night. We'll see you next time. And may the Knicks be with you and may the sports be with you. Good night, guys.
Good